Up next, we're back at Alexandra Park, building up to race number 6 here. And Craig Thompson, as we come back to you, we've got another short-priced favourite here, this time number 7, One Over the Moon.
Yeah, thanks, Liz. I thought probably the bet of the night tonight, One Over the Moon, on its last start performance at Alexandra Park. Started off the 40-metre handicap and got beaten by Al Bundy, but he trotted 3:26 for 2,700 metres, which was a super time after getting a long way back. He gets to the mobile tonight, so he's off even marks. I thought he was a great bet. We'll talk to his driver, Blair Orange, and this is what he had to say. Blair, one of the shorter price favourites tonight will be One Over the Moon. Started off a handicap last week, and I thought that was the real One Over the Moon. He got home very strongly. Probably better off tonight with the mobile conditions. And saying that, he's drawn out at barrier 7.
Yeah, he's probably the class horse of the field, Craig, and it was a good effort last week to run as close as he did, being off such a handicap, and being off level marks tonight's the big assist for him, and you'd like to think that if he does things right, he can be the one to beat.
Just got to do it right. He can get a little bit worked up in his races, but gee, was good last week. One Over the Moon, coming through from the racing desk. $4,000 on him. $4,000 on One Over the Moon. I did ask Blair of his drives tonight what he thought his best drive was. Was it BD Love? And he said, no, I think One Over the Moon. We'll hear that when we play in the interview prior to race number 10 tonight when we're talking about BD Love. So I just thought I'd pass that on. One Over the Moon, race 6, horse number 7. Dangers. I thought Barry's been racing very well. Again, another consistent run last week behind Al Bundy. Todd Mitchell will take the drive for Michelle Wallace and Bernie Hackett. Really puts in a bad one. He was a winner 3 starts ago and then 2 seconds behind Katie Hall and Al Bundy in its last 2 runs. He's probably more suited to the longer trip than the 1,700 metres tonight because he's a good stayer, but loves Alexandra Park. 3 wins here now, Barry. So, son of Pegasus Spur, will be right in it again. I thought from the inside, best value in the race if you're playing outside the favourite. Probably Summer Vacation. Horse that galloped early last week at Alexandra Park and made up a lot of ground, as I say, in a very quick time. Tim Tratham takes the drive tonight. Of course, Maurice McHenry on the injured list at the moment. Wish him a get well at home. Mac, if you're watching in, last week Summer Vacation made up a lot of ground. Tim Tratham takes the drive tonight, gets the inside draw. Not sure if he can hold the gate speed from the inside, but he did enough last week to suggest to me that he's not far away from putting the hoof in the till. One Summer Vacation. I thought Charlemagne, he's probably the forgotten runner in the field. What is he at? $21, $7 a place for horse 1 2 Jewels. Been off big marks, 55 metres, 30 metres in his last 2 starts. He's off even marks tonight, Charlemagne. He probably shouldn't be at the quote that he is. Can he beat One Over the Moon? Probably not, but he certainly can run in your try in your first 4, runner number 8. I marked them 7 on top to beat 1, 6 and 8. 7 on top to beat 1, 6 and 8. Aaron White must be a good judge. 7, 1, 6, 8 for him as well. One Over the Moon on top for him. Aaron, as I come to you, I think he ran 4th in a row cup, One Over the Moon. He was off a big handicap last week. He looks very well placed tonight.
Yeah, and he's a Jules winner himself too, isn't he? So the son of Majestic Son for Lex and Heather Williams, I think should be back in the winner's circle here tonight, $1.40, $1.20. Big run from the 40 metres last week and behind Al Bundy, Blair Orange to do the driving. He's the horse to beat. One Summer Vacation, nice run last week. He worked home strongly in the last 150 metres. He did a good deal of ground in that race. He actually settled behind One Over the Moon. Tim Tratham to do the driving, gets the aid of barrier 1. 6 Barry, yeah, racing well. The son of Pegasus Spur and the Pegasus Spur at Woodlands Trot certainly has to be in the mix. And yeah, I like you, Craig. Charlemagne, he's well worth a bet at the quote at $20 and $6. The Jules winner. Of course, over the 1,700 metres, you don't win 2 Jewels for nothing. And back to a sprint journey tonight. If the speed is good, Charlemagne will be finding the line. $21 and $6 the price about him. But for me, it's all One Over the Moon, 7, 1, 6 and 8.
Yeah, for Colin Butler, Charlemagne, I think he had a placing last night with Kill Lady. So Charlemagne at big money is your second outsider in the field for race number 6 tonight. He's getting a little bit worked up, One Over the Moon. He can do that. Do a bit of a sweat around at the start. what is a relatively cold night here at Alexandra Park. It's a lot colder than it was at Cambridge Raceway last night. They had a pretty balmy old night for them in the Cambridge region. Tonight, we've had fair amount of rain here at Alexandra Park. Track is holding up very well. Times have been good again. We've seen Brackenridge go 2:41 earlier in the night. And in that last race at Alexandra Park over the 1700, they went a mile and 1:57. So track holding up very well as we look at the little bloke, one over the moon. A lot of speed, suited to the shorter journeys. The mobile, a big assist to him tonight. He'll start from barrier number 6 with a scratching here of Revenue Maker. One over the moon into $1.30 now. $1.30 on the fixed odds, $1.40 on the tote. Mobile is on the move. Let's head upstairs for the Pegasus Spur, Woodland Stud, Mobile Trot. Enjoy, Aaron.
Thank you, Craig. And the all-important score up with the one over the moon. He's got the nose right on the gate at this stage. Charlemagne goes to his outside. Barry's about to get underneath him. Laylure Invasion, Sir George Grey. Son of Lindeni at a barrier 2 for the Jones boy. And Tim Tratham with Summer Vacation through on the inside. Into the back they go. The Pegasus Spur at Woodland Stud. Trotting's Mr. Consistent. Group 1 winning sire, of course. We're set ready. Green light, they're off. Son of Lindeni, Laylure Invasion, first 2 to clear the mobile. From Summer Vacation, followed Barry. One over the moon, given plenty of time to find his feet to Sir George Grey. And Charlemagne will settle back last. The run off the gate in a neat 6 seconds as they come across the showgrounds turn. 1400 to go, and Son of Lindeni, Mark Jones leads. Barry comes up purposefully out 3 wide for the Wizard Todd Mitchell. Summer Vacation, Tim Tratham trailing. 1-1 Laylure Invasion, Scott Phelan. One over the moon. It's been 3 wide the trip thus far, and Blair Orange, the postman, brings him forward strongly onto the leaders. The Grey, Sir George Grey and DJB lucked away on the inside, and Charlemagne, Philip Butcher last. 30 and 5 was the opening quarter. Pegasus Spur at Woodland Stud Trot, a circuit to go, and one over the moon strides on to the lead. The Son of Majestic Sun onto the stables corner, one and only time. Over Son of Lindeni, Barry will be left parked now. 3 back on the inside. Summer Vacation, Laylure Invasion now in the 1-1. Sir George Grey still tucked away back on the marker line, and Charlemagne, the Jules winner, back last. 32 was the second quarter. Into the back goes one over the moon. He was a Jules winner as well. He won his Jewel at 2. Leads by a length and a half, Son of Lindeni. Up on the outside parked is Barry, Laylure Invasion 1-1. Summer Vacation back on the inside, and the last pair, Charlemagne on the outside of Sir George Grey. 500 to go. He's rolling along nicely, one over the moon. The postman, as he gets around to the 400 metres, leads by a length. Barry looks to get closer the outside. 29 and 6, the quarter posted down the back. Then Son of Lindeni. Here's Charlemagne taking off around Laylure Invasion, Summer Vacation, Sir George Grey. Homeward bound, one over the moon, a length. Up on the outside, Barry, Son of Lindeni, passing lane. Charlemagne down the outside, but one over the moon. Oh, the postman at the 100. He's got them well and truly parcelled up, and one over the moon over Son of Lindeni for second. Third, Charlemagne just in front of Sir George Grey. They were followed Barry, Summer Vacation, further back Laylure Invasion, and a comfortable 206.9, and the final quarter 28.6 a half and 58.2. Good to see the stallion by Majestic Sun back in winning form, one over the moon, and that's career win 12 tonight at start 39 for Alex and Heather Williams. And the wins don't come much easier than that. He had to do a bit of work in the early stages of the race. Caught 3 wide, had the lead with a circuit to go, and pretty much there it was his race. Son of Lindeni, a good game second. Charlemagne, back to the sprint. Nice run by him, getting up for a third in front of Sir George Grey, making good late ground there too. Pegasus Spur at Woodland Stud Mobile Trot. Great to see him back in the winner's circle. One over the moon.
Official placings race 6, the Pegasus Spur at Woodland Stud Mobile Trot. 738-461. 738-461. Horse 7, 1 over the moon. Trotted the 1700 metres in 206.99. Mile rate of 2 minutes, 0.2. Last 858.2. 428.6. The margins 2 1/4 lengths, 1 1/2 lengths, a neck. 738-461, race 6, the Pegasus Spur at Woodland Stud Mobile Trot.
7-1 over the moon. Good to have him back in the victory circle. It's career win 12 at start, 39 tonight for owner and breeders Lex and Heather Williams. Good to have them on track with us too. Bred a winner last night at Cambridge and Mark Cullen. And in the winners circle as breeders and owners tonight here with 1 over the moon. Paul Nean trained at Leaston, and the postman delivers in good fashion. 1 over the moon down there with Kevin Foley from Woodland Stud, part of the Victory Celebrations Auckland Trotting Club steward Roger Barnes also in attendance. Second over to 3, son of Lynn Denny, Sundon 5-year-old Bay Gelding out of Yankee Deirdre for the Butterworth Racing Syndicate. Mark Jones, the trainer-driver, out of Burnham. And 8 Charlemagne, the Earl Lady Odette. 7-year-old Brown Gelding for third, raced by CJ and the estate of Mrs. R.M. Butler. Colin Butler trained at Cambridge. Phil Butcher. 1 over the moon, number 7, 140 and 120. 140, 120. 3 son of Lynn Denny at $4.20, 4.20. And no third dividend for Charlemagne. Quinella $9.10, 9.10. The trifecta $79.80, 79.80. First 4 $248.50, 248.50. Double 7 and 7 $10.40, 10.40. 7 and 3 concession $9.30, 9.30. And the middle treble 10 7 7 $13.20, 13.20.
Its name was a 17-length beaten run. They went 153.3 home and 55.4. She's obviously better than a few of these. Chevron's champion, not ideally drawn for the second line, but still, as the punters think, ranks as a definite chance in this race. Bit of money for Bird of Paradise too. Comes into the Love to Dream race, 5 lengths away from that at Ashburton, so that's good form coming into this. There's Inch Bonnie Lad, fresh up today. This one a 3-year-old by Badlands Hanover. Only had the 6 runs, winning one of those and placing on 2 further occasions, and I'm sure whatever it does in tonight's run, it will improve off it. 8.14, 5 and a 13 for mine here. Mark, as we head upstairs to you. Loose enough favourite nevertheless, bit of money coming for Espresso Martini.
There is, geez, Paul. Had to have bad draws, Espresso Martini. 14, 13, 14, and he's got barrier number 14 again tonight. Coming forward, race number 7. Little Test, nevertheless Bird of Paradise and Lucky Luciano, Mr. Rex J. Benora Boy, this ain't Tennessee, Party Rage and Regal Susie. Back row consists of the Southern Attack Tate, Inch Bonnie Lad, Adam Hanover, Chevron's Champion and Espresso Martini. Race 7, second leg of the quaddie. And nevertheless is going to start the favourite at $3. Ricky May and Brendan Hill. Seen since the 20th of March when second behind Boomgate. Second to on the town at the start prior. Up to go. They will pick up speed. No, it won't. It's a full start. This ain't Tennessee's coming out the back. And Adam Hanover's been inconvenienced on the second row. Lucky Luciano, and nevertheless are keen to get on with things. They run right onto the gate. And there's plenty of yelling going on at the start there. There's some unhappy folk.
You need to use them. It's pretty easy to see.
Take some of this live. I hope the language isn't too colourful. Anyway, it's a full start. First take of race number 7. This ain't Tennessee went out the back. Whether or not there was interference from inside or out, we'll find out shortly. This in Tennessee has been deemed to be the offender. And Adam Hanover was checked in behind it. Lucky Luciano, and nevertheless certainly charged the gate. The red light was on. There's Adam Hanover getting checked out the back behind This Ain't Tennessee, and we'll get some news through shortly on race number 7. Well, there's heated exchange or two after the red light came on. Good being mic'd up around there at the start. It's a bit like a footy field where they're mic'd up. You can hear what went on. Some unhappy lads at the start. It's a full start. We'll find out with what's going on shortly to race 7 and have take 2 soon.
Thanks very much for that, Mark. Yeah, probably just as well. No live mics there around at the start, but a full start there in race number 7. We'll be back there again shortly for take 2. Meanwhile, we're not too far away from the first leg of the quaddie at the Wanganui Greyhound, so make sure you do get your investments on early if you want to have a bet here in the 9th. Quaddie pool already up over $1,500. Number 3, Big Red Chev. I think it was $3,000 a place earlier on this Greyhound. Big Red Chev at $350, $180 fixed, $370, $140 the tote. I thought he was looking fairly promising. As a distance Greyhound, he's had about a month off the scene. Last lined up back on the 15th of May and was 5th in behind Corborn Miami. Number 1 is Spring Major, down 0.7 of a kg, $7 and $2.60 with the bookies. I really liked the 6 here, which is Corborn Brick for Matt Roberts, $350, $190 fixed. I thought that was a really good run for third last weekend at Monaco. Was third and behind Untraceable. That was a very, very good field. He drew box 1 and jumped well. Box 6 today, but nonetheless I think that he's certainly capable of taking this race out. So race 9 there at Hatrick gets underway at 8:29. We're now 3 minutes over start time. Race number 7 there at Addington. Matt Cross, as we come back to you, any sign of take 2 getting underway soon?
Yeah, and Espresso Martini's pole has either broken or become dislodged there. It looks like it's just come dislodged. Clarkey about to reattach that on the son of Better's Delight for putting on the glitz for the Met 8 syndicates. Colin DeFilippi doing the driving. What about in terms of the treble here? This is the first leg. You haven't got too long to invest. You've got Monbay in the second leg, obvious anchor for a lot of people. And then into the third leg, race number 9 on the program, you've got horses like Levadia, who comes into that with some superb trial form. You've also got the likes of Christian Lady, who's been going some decent races. Miss Judgeford's got a decent barrier draw, but Levadia on the trial form in the last from the Ken Barron barn looks a good shot. Vi Star will hear from Robbie Close prior to that race regarding the Regan Todd first starter. So you don't have too long to invest in the treble here, as these runners will be set to move up again, and can tell you that This Ain't Tennessee will be staying put. Just in terms of that horse, 2 starts ago was 4th and behind Lura, and that was a pretty tidy sort of a run from it. It finished the race off okay, home in 58.3, and he's hoping some of these runners aren't too fizzed up. I can't really see too many of them getting overly wound up. They all seem pretty cruisy down there at the start. $2.80 now for Nevertheless, $2.90 the tote around it. Mr. XJ, $6.90 on the tote around it. Tactate, Craig the World Thompson was pointing out to us at $13 on the tote, and you've got inside a minute to invest here. Chevron's Champion $7.20 and Espresso Martini $6.20. First leg of the treble, this one. Now let's hope that This Ain't Tennessee puts its right foot forward and behind the gate here. Monbay goes around in the second leg of the treble, and the pretty exciting first starter out of the Ken Barron barn in Levadia around in the third leg. We're certainly looking forward to Monbay going around in the second leg, but for now it's the first leg, race 7. For the call, here's Mark Mack.
Thanks, Matt. Coming forward again for the 7th race, take number 2. After a heated first take. Good entertainment though. Regal Susie drawn the inside ready. Party Rage and the Offender. This ain't Tennessee, scoring up nicely in 3. Inside 50 metres. Green light, and they're racing. And away fast Benora Boy, one of the 2 stablemates. Regal Susie was 2. Lucky Luciano and Mr. XJ speeding forward also from Party Rage, and nevertheless she's trying to slot in behind them, but will be 3 wide at that first corner. Tactates down next to the inside from Inch Bonnie Lad. This ain't Tennessee. Then came Adam Hanover, followed well back in the race by Espresso Martini. And then Little Tess, who's back running 3rd last, drifting back Chevron's Champion. And Bird of Paradise whips them in. The leader is Regal Susie, and the margin's a length and a half. In fact, it's the stablemate Penora Boy who's worked to the lead. Terry Schmeel's cap is completely white, as is the stablemate's driver, Regal Susie, Stevie Golding, who's in the trail, with the lead time in 23.5, and that's pretty good going. Parked up running 3rd, Lucky Luciano, and Tactate 3 back the inside. 3 wide, this ain't Tennessee, getting by Mr. XJ, and Espresso Martini's on the 3 wide move too with cover. Bird of Paradise and Chevron's Champion out there too from Party Rage. Down next to the markers, racing 4 back as Inch Bonnie Lad, and then came nevertheless, shuffled back to be 3rd last between horses. Adam Hanover and Little Tessa the last 2. First quarter in 30.7. Going to the back at the 900 metre corner, and it's Benora Boy and Terry Schmiel by a length. Second, Lucky Luciano, and 3 wide, this ain't Tennessee. Regal Susie rides the trail 3rd, Mr. XJ 5th the middle. 3 wide and 1 back is Espresso Martini from Tactate. Then Party Rage, the 3rd one, 3 wide, Bird of Paradise from Inch Bonnie Lad. Nevertheless, and Chevron's Champion, and the last 2, Adam Hanover and Little Tess, below the 600. Second quarter, 29.9, 60.6 for the half, and it's Benora Boy. Out by a length on Lucky Luciano, chased up to go with the leader, who's also driven along. Regal Susie waits for the Terror to Love It, Pine Leaf Farm passing lane. Katie Cox has a really good grip on the reins of Mr. XJ, and easing up 3 wide now. There's a fall. This ain't Tennessee, fell. Little Tess went over the top. Robbie Holmes never got tipped out of the cart. Glynis Mills back on her feet. There's a swarm here. Mr. XJ went to the lead. Bird of Paradise through the middle is Tactate and Espresso Martini. Bird of Paradise has gone to the lead. Espresso Martini, Chevron's Champion late with Mr. XJ still there. Bird of Paradise in front. Oh, there's a size difference here. That'll help Mr. XJ. Nothing in it. Bird of Paradise or Mr. XJ. We've got Chevron's Champion for the 3rd. Espresso Martini's there too, with Party Rage and Tactate next to go by. On the inside is nevertheless from Inch Bonnie Lad, Lucky Luciano, Regal Susie, Benora Boy. Adam Hanover got tangled up in that mishap on the turn. We've got a driverless horse here. That'll be Little Tess with the blue and white, who's managed to get rid of a good part of the sulky and also the saddle. And this ain't Tennessee is back on its feet. Glynis Schmiel is back on her feet. She bounced straight up after being flicked high in the air. And Robbie Holmes was never tipped out. He stayed in the cart. And they're just trying to get this ain't Tennessee untangled up there at the top of the straight. The horse appears to be okay. Glynis and Robbie are too. Little Tess is all right. Last quarter's in 28.5. Last mile's 159.6. And the winner is going to be number 5, Mr. XJ, with size helping him. There you go, Liz. Straight from the judge. 5 will get it. Mr. XJ just over Bird of Paradise.
Thanks very much for that, Mark. Yeah, it was a tight finish, and 5 Mr. XJ will just take it out and makes it 2 from 2, narrowly getting it ahead of the 7 Bird of Paradise. And good news there that drivers and horses both okay. This ain't Tennessee and Little Tess are both falling. They're involved in that skirmish there, but it sounds as though both Robbie Holmes and Glynis Schmiel and also the horses okay, which is very good news there from race number 7. We'll have that result all official very shortly. Right now we're back at Hatrick for race number 9. It is the first leg of the quaddie here. Number 6, Corborn Brick, the favourite. 260 and 360, the tote, interesting money. 350 option 909, I think that's pretty good money. Some of Rugs option 929, under 13.5 paying 255, 14 and 15 425, and over 15.5 paying $1.95. Less than 2 minutes out. Daryl Robinson, first leg of the quaddie. What do you like here?
Liz going here for the 6 Corborn Brick. I think are getting close to another win for sure. A 10 race winner already returns from that a big assignment up there at Monaco from that invitation race and comes back to Hatrick here looking for career win number 11, has been going along very well in Class 5 company and must be getting very close to a win here too at Corborn Brick. So going for that for Matt Roberts over the one Spring Major. Very interesting, a dog coming into the Spring Major for Angela Turnbull, stepping up to the 520 metres, has been sprinting up. Very good box 1 record. There's no dog in box 2. Big Red Chev, not always the fastest dog out. And Spring Major, a big chance here, would probably need to set them up in front, and I think could do so. Here's Spring Major, very good sprint record. In the last 50 metres will be interesting for him, but we'll see how he goes over the 520. Big Red Chev, of course, a $3,000 place bet on Big Red Chev. Only 2 divvies in the race, and Big Red Chev, of course, set them up in front at the Manawa 2 starts back in that distance race over 660 metres, then lined up over the 645 here halfway through last month. Is fresh up, has had a month off, and it could be the smoky here, Big Red Chev, and a bit of money on for sure on the tote at this stage at $3.50 with the book. Also Miss Selfie's another one that lined up in that same distance race, or over the 645 anyway, 3 starts back. Also coming off that assignment at Manukau on Sunday, and returns here to Hatrick. She's got a very good record here, not the best of box draws, and she is the outsider of the field, but she has been up against some very good types here at Hatrick, Miss Selfies, and more than capable of grabbing a first 4 spot. Ritzer Danny, a big winner in Class 4, enjoyed that. 2 starts back into the Class 4 and 5, and Boston Hart also back up with the Class 5s as well after picking up that straight Class 4 win 3 starts ago. Red Crystal second up today, looking very keen out there to get on with the job. First leg of Equality, Indulge Skins Bar for the Class 4 and 5s. Favourite the 6 Corborn Brick, only just ahead of the 3 Big Red Chev. Just the 7 and 2 divvies in the first leg of the quali. The bunny there, ready and racing, and off the inside. Spring Major jumped out okay, he's going to go straight to the front, out wide now. Ritzer trying to come around the outside of Red Crystal. Up between runners now goes Corborn Brick, looking for racing room. Big Red Chev right there on the rail, getting past that Boston Hart. Back in the field now, the Big Red Chev got a shuffle, and out the back is Miss Selfies. Across the top they come. Spring Major, has it got a big enough head start away by 4 or 5 on Boston Hart, coming out after it, also coming with it. So is Ritzer Danny and Corborn Brick. They go for home, Spring Major, but here comes Boston Hart. Boston Hart will get this okay, charges the inside. Oh, great line up here for second. Spring Major was stopping badly, and charging home the inside was Ritzer Danny. Corborn Brick was right there. There's nothing in this. And also there on crossing we had going back there, Big Red Chev never got into it. Miss Selfies was also back in the field as well. Gee, great finish here. Gee, Spring Major got a big head start. It wasn't enough though. Boston Hart was just cutting it down, coming down the side of the track. Corborn Brick was coming with it, and Ritzer Danny flying the inside. Boston Hart will get it. It's going to be close for second. Very close, possibly on that, the inside maybe. The 7 goes up, so Ritzer Danny just gets that second placing, and the 1 will just hold on for third, Spring Major. And the 6 will be the 4th. They run 30, 44, 509, 18, 49, and the run home 11, 95. And it will win by 3 lengths here. Boston Hart really charging home a nose. Probably be another nose as well. No, it's a head. So 3 lengths by a nose, by a head. And 8 Boston Hart charging home, taking the big strides, putting in the big strides and taking a lot of ground off Spring Major, and it gets up to take out the first leg of the quaddy. Ritzer Daniel on the rail will just grab second off at Spring Major, and Corborn Brick coming with them will grab that for that 4th placing. Very interesting race, Spring Major. Getting very tired there, Liz, but a big finish and a big run for Boston Hart, and Angela Turnbull will get the win anyway.
Yeah, that's been a huge finish there by 8 Boston Heart down the outside. Has taken out the first leg of the quaddie. Already some value injected. It was very tight for minors, but Richard Danny also flying home late will just grab second there ahead of the 1 Spring Major. That result won't be too far away, but we're just 4.5 minutes out now from the 7th at Alexandra Park. Craig Thompson, as we come back to you, first leg of the quaddie here, what should we be taking?
Well, Darcy's the favourite, Liz. You'll need it. I do like Better Dream for a little bit of value, around about $6.30, about the 4th or 5th favourite in the race. Horse that was good enough some 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, to win a Kumu Cup and beat the likes of Easy on the Eye. I think Delight Brigade was placed in that race. Highview Tommy was in that race. He's a pretty good horse, Better Dream, when he's right. And I thought tonight, with the benefit of a couple of runs under his belt, he went 154 his last mile last week, so I thought he's an each-way chance at that quote of around about 6-1. Race 7, horse number 10. I put him on top in front of 8 Darcy. Brett Mangos picks up the drive with Tony Hurley being away at the moment. Very good one here last week, Darcy, and good sectionals as well. Starts off the 10-metre handicap. Vice Consul you got to have in. Led them up and got run down late in that same race, and horse coming out of the jewels in Cha-Ching. I marked them 10, 8, 7 and 6, but a driver we want to talk to is Zach Butcher, and he drives runner number 10, Better Dream. Driven Better Dream in its last 2 starts. It's been off the scene for an awful long time, and gee, it was good last week. The sectional was outstanding. 154 last mile, home in a tick over 55. I thought he's just keep improving, this bloke.
Yeah, he's always been a nice horse. He's got the ability to run quick times, and as you said, he's had a long time off and he's just coming forward with each run, so we'll probably still be looking just to tuck him in and let him run home again, and he will be finishing off well, and if he gets a little bit of luck in the running, I wouldn't be surprised if he won it.
Just quickly, mate, standing start, you drove him 2 starts ago when he was off 30. He looked to get away okay?
Yeah, no, he did. He's such a sort of well-mannered horse. He's sort of pretty easy to handle, so he shouldn't have any trouble tonight.
Zach Butcher with his thoughts about Better Dream. 561.90. We get the result from Wanganui, race number 9. Boston Heart, $7.360. Beat Ritzer Danny, $2.90. Spring Major, no third. Quinella 7 and 8 is $12.60. Trifecta 871, $127.40. First 4, 8716, $485.60. Tonight's treble 3, 2 and 8, $77.40. That horse on screen at the moment raced in the jewels behind Have Faith in Me in the last at Ashburton a fortnight ago and went a real good race to run 5th. He drew awkward in the jewels at barrier number 8 and he went back and, gee, made up a lot of ground tonight. 2,700 metres for a 3-year-old. He's been a very good short distance horse, Cha-Ching, but with the right sort of run, David Butcher will give, I'm sure he wouldn't be too far away. By Mac 3 for Lincoln Farms. Cha-Ching. Through from the racing desk, thanks to Sal for passing on all the relevant information for us tonight. $2,000 on Vice Consul. $2,000 on the Purdon Rasmussen trained Vice Consul is the best backed runner in race number 7 tonight. Aaron, a minute out from our feature event, the Some Specific Metals handicap pace. Very good field here. We've got the mixture of the Southerners, Vice Consul here, taking on horses that performed at the Jewels and Cha-Ching, and last week's very good winner in Darcy.
Yeah, I'm going with Cha-Ching in this one, Craig. I thought his run at the Jewels was very good. Of course, last time here at Alexandra Park, he come home in sub-55 over the 2,200 metres, and his last start over the 2,700 metres on this track and behind Aliente was good. So I'm going to go with Cha-Ching. Darcy's racing well. Brent Mangos for Tony Hurley, gunning for 3 straight victories. The Country Cup's final winner. We'll put in the 7 Vice Consul, was good over the sprint trip when last produced, and 10 Better Dream, the up to the 2,700 metres will suit here, running home strongly over the comparable journey, fresh up. In last week's sprint also found the line okay. Zach Butcher for the Wallace Hackett team. 6, 8, 7 and 10 for me in our feature pace tonight.
Yeah, 3 scratchings in the race, unfortunately for the club. Of course, 2 of them went round last night, Sweetheart and Randallstown, and Mighty Major, I understand, being sold to Perth. So he has come out of race number 7. It still has left us with 6 in our feature. From a stand over the 2,700 metres, Kippenberger, trained by John and Josh Dickey. Won at Auckland 2 starts ago, and then 5th behind Darcy last week. what he's got is very good standing start manners, and there's a couple in here that hadn't had many stands, the likes of Cha-Ching and Vice Consul. Max Creations had a few, but yeah, he's a good beginner, Kippenberger, and I wouldn't be surprised when they go racing if he's not your first one away tonight, so he wouldn't be without an outside chance, and he's pretty well backed on the place anyway, Kippenberger. Lining up for race number 7 tonight, here's Aaron.
Better Dream from 20. Thanks, Craig. Feature pace time out of Alexandra Park. Still the 3-place dividends with the late defection of Randallstown out of this contest, so still 3-place dividends here. As the contestants turn in, 2,700. Sims Pacific Medals handicap pace, and the barrier strands release. They're off. Better Dreams made a cracking beginning. Darcy was a wee bit slow. He'll settle back beyond the Fascinator and also Better Dream, who gets past that pair. Now Cha-Ching, Vice Consul, Kippenberger. That trio head on to the showgrounds, turn together. Kippenberger with the aid of the pegs comes through to lead. Cha-Ching, Vice Consul caught out 3. Followed by Max Creation. Cha-Ching will get on the back of Kippenberger here now as they work to the lane. 3 lengths Better Dream around Darcy. The Fascinator back last for Tony Cameron. Into the lane they come. Vice Consul and the Jones boy pushes on for the lead and will find it over Kippenberger. Cha-Ching. Darcy's coming forward strongly now for Mango. And the favourite pacing up with purpose outside this leader, Judge, and 2 to go, and he'll take over Darcy, the Country Cup's final winner. Onto the stables corner, back in the field then to Better Dream second last, and last the Fascinator. So Darcy leads a length and a half. Vice Consul secures the trail. Kippenberger third as they run an Indian file. They follow Cha-Ching and David Butcher fourth. Max Creation the next. Better Dream and Zach Butcher second last. And the Fascinator, the Breeders' Stakes winner, back last. Through the back they go on the Sims Pacific Medals pace, and Darcy gunning for a string of 3 victories in a row. Here's Cha-Ching coming away from 4 back on the inside and wants a play for the lead here. So it's been a good tactical affair, and Cha-Ching lead time 1:25 and 1 will pace on to the lead. Cha-Ching to the showgrounds turn over Darcy and Vice Consul Kippenberger. 3 lengths Max Creation. Better Dream second last. The Fascinator still back last. So Cha-Ching around to lead where he likes to be too. David Butcher will look to ease the tempo, look to make it a sprint home like he did when last here at Alexandra Park. He did have to sprint through the back. He's got the favourite Darcy right on his back. 30 seconds the opening quarter. Vice Consul is third, Kippenberger fourth, Max Creation fifth, sixth is Better Dream. Zach is staying in at this stage, and the Fascinator last a circuit to go. Cha-Ching, the Mark III colt into the final circuit, stables corner. By 2 lengths, Darcy. Vice Consul, the son of Washington, VC racing in third. Then Kippenberger and Joshua Dickey fourth. Max Creation, Jack McKinnon the next. Better Dream takes off now for Zach, and the Fascinator will track that into the race for Tony Cameron. 32 and 2. The second quarter, and Cha-Ching, he's freewheeling in front. By 2 over Darcy. Vice Consul away from the markers to Sit Park. Kippenberger will get the lovely track home on the back of Vice Consul. Back on the inside, Better Dream, then the Fascinator. Max Creation drifting away. Cha-Ching off the back. DJB leads by 3/4. Vice Consul. Darcy, he's 2 lengths off the back of Cha-Ching, the quarter down the back, and 27 and a half. Then Kippenberger, the Fascinator. Better Dream, Cha-Ching for home. By 2, Darcy, Vice Consul. Kippenberger to the outside. Cha-Ching, he's going great guns though. Better Dream gets through deep on the passing lane. Cha-Ching, Vice Consul. Better Dream, Kippenberger, the Fascinator. Cha-Ching, hot off his Jules run, and he comes back to the park. Lovely win. Cha-Ching, Kippenberger second, third Vice Consul, then Better Dream. They were followed the Fascinator, Darcy, further back Max Creation, and 3:23.7. Final quarter 28.7. The half will be slick, it is, in 56.3. Lovely David Butcher drive. Cha-Ching made the second favourite work through the back straight. Heading down to the lead time, got the lead off Darcy. He loves to bowl along in front. DJB had the situation sewn up at the 100. Kippenberger runs second. Vice Consul third. Better Dream for fourth. The Connections pick up a performance incentive bonus tonight too with this victory. Cha-Ching. He goes back to back under the ribbon of light here at Alexandra Park.
Official placings, race 7, the Sims Pacific Metals handicap pace. 657-10-9-8. 657-10-9-8. Horse 6, Kaching Kaching, paced to 2,700 metres from a stand in 3:23.77. It's a mile rate of 2:1.4. Last 856.3, the 428.7. The margins 2 1/4 lengths, a half neck, 1 1/4 lengths. 657-10-9-8, race 7, Sims Pacific Metals handicap pace.
Cha-ching, cha-ching got the fanfare there for the performance incentive bonus struck by Connections, Lincoln Farms Limited, IA Middleton, DR Ebbett and B Gleeson. Congratulations to you. Good to see him back in the winner's circle again. After his southern sojourn, he was runner-up at Addington prior to his good fifth too on Jules Day. And he was a nice winner here when last under the ribbon of light at Alexandra Park. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Prepared at Pukekohe by Ray Green, David Butcher did the driving. Gordon Robertson was down there part of the victory celebrations. 5 for second, Kippenberger, McCardle, 6-year-old Bay Gelding out of Lascalier, raced by CB Blackwell and GE Neems. John and Joshua Dickey trained at Clevedon, Joshua Dickey. And in for third, 7, Vice Consul, Washington VC, Better Than Better, 4-year-old Brown Gelding for Butterworth Racing. Mark Purden, Natalie Rasmussen trained at Rolliston. The Jones boy, Mark Jones, did the driving there. Just awaiting the totes to filter through here for the 7th on the program. They can't be too far away from filtering through.
In fantastic condition. Greg and Nina Hope have turned him out superbly on the back of his Jules run. He looks well. He's got a confident man sitting behind him, and Ricky May knows the horse, and I think you can back this horse with confidence. He's a multi-runner at $1.40, $1.50 and $1 on the tote. So, yeah, you can potentially play horses around him, the horses you would play around him. Waterloo Sunset, you're risking that though. Last time out he had his chance in front and he caved in the last 100 metres. The horse on screen, All the Tup's been going well. A winner at Ashburton beat Vulcan last time. And Vulcan's probably not the worst in this. He's, of course, won over $1 million. Nigel McGrath doing the driving for Roddy Butt, who does the training of this one. And if they go at any sort of speed, that brings Vulcan into the race. And he's off 40 metres, but if he's to be at least a little bit slow away, he could easily turn that into 50 or 60 with some of these good beginners off the front line. 1 Monbay to beat 5 Waterloo Sunset, but risking him. He's got a fantastic trainer though, and I think if you're playing multiples, you've got to take that into account, that he is trained by one of the greats in Paul Meehan. He's already had a winner tonight. 4 Zachary Binks is a big player in this after chasing King Denny down, and number 7 Vulcan, and that's without making mention of a horse like King of Strathfield, who's won over $250,000. So we get a good look as we head upstairs to you, Mark, at Waterloo Sunset. He's stripped in good condition here, Waterloo Sunset, but so too has the $1.40 favourite Monbay.
It has indeed, Matt, and $1.40 about Monbay is about right. Runner-up in the Jewels behind Sunny Ruby, $7.60 for Waterloo Sunset. All it ups representing good value again. 13 and 3.30. It ran 5th behind No Potato 2 starts ago, and then beat Vulcan on the day after the Jewels at Ashburton. Drawn the front, normally pretty quick away. We've just got the field of 7, so total pay a win and 2 place dividends, but you think it might be able to lob the trail and sneak into the first 2. 3.30 place is enticing. Zachary being so good behind King Denny, and unlucky to not put in a real decent lunge and get close to winning the Jewels. So the trotters for this, the 8th, the Amicus Insurance Brokers handicap, field of 7, 2,600. More multipliers out after this. We saw KC Monet pick one up, stands Dave Vulcan. Well, he gets $7,500 tonight at start 106. My qualifying for the Met multiplier. Now Waterloo Sunset, Lisa Marie P, Zachary Binks, Monbay and All It Up. They're turning in for race number 8 at Addington. All It Up is ready. Lisa Marie P and Monbay make up the 3 off the front. They steady. Tapes ping away and they're racing. And Monbay stepped beautifully. Everybody stepped beautifully, actually. Monbay's going to lead from All Lit Up, and getting through inside of All Lit Up is Zachary Binks to go to second. So it lands the trail, Zachary Binks. Waterloo Sunset's on the journey fast and racing forward to join Monbay. Fifth is Lisa Marie P, and 2 lengths to King of Strathfield. 3 lengths to Vulcan, who's last. Waterloo Sunset's going to take it up at the first turn, and he's yet to cross down, but is not far from doing so. Monbale trail now. Zachary Binks is 3 back the inside, all lit up 4th, and Lisa Marie P the only one away from the pylons. Next to the inside of Lisa Marie P is the 30-metre marker in King of Strathfield, and 2 lengths to Vulcan, who begin off the 40 metres and will receive the Met multiplier. Win, lose or draw tonight. We've got a galloper. It's Zachary Binks off stride at about the 2,050-metre mark, so one of the favoured runners has gone up in the air, trots now, but settles second last around Vulcan. Waterloo Sunset out by 2. Favourite Monbay second, all lit up, slides through to be third now, and Lisa Marie P parked 4th on the outer. King of Strathfield is 4 back the pegs and a length away Zachary Binks. Last next to the inside is Vulcan. Waterloo Sunset comes off the back, 1,700 to go, and leads by 2 lengths on the race favourite Monbay. Third is all lit up and a length away 4th Lisa Marie P. King of Strathfield 4 deep on the pegs from Zachary Binks and a length and a half to Vulcan, who's last. That's the order as they wheel the bend. 1,400 to go and the lead time 1:20.5. Amicus Insurance Brokers, handicap trot. And the race is being led by Waterloo Sunset with Bobby Butt. Monbay's running second for Ricky May, and third is all lit up and Justin Smith. Lisa Marie P now goes up to pocket, all lit up and into third for Maria Periton. Zachary Binks and Craig Ferguson fifth. Next to the inside, 4 back is King of Strathfield and John Dunn, and Vulcan left the inside for Nigel McGrath and is their head away last. Out of the straight they turn, and Waterloo Sunset, who grabbed control of the race, bang on a lap ago, went the first quarter in 32.1 and leads a length and a half. Second, Lisa Marie P, and third, the leader's back Monbay. Zachary Binks is 1-1, 3 back the inside is all lit up from Vulcan, and last is King of Strathfield next to the markers as they turn to the back, 900 to go. And Waterloo Sunset has been an unchallenged leader and is out by a length on Lisa Marie P. Monbay tucked up in the trail, but will have use of the Terror to Love at Pineleaf Farm passing lane if needed when it becomes available. Zachary Binks 1 away 4th. All lit up 3 back the inside from Vulcan, and last of all, next to the inside is King of Strathfield. Second quarter 32. Pretty comfortable 64.1 half for Waterloo Sunset, who trots off the back by a length. Lisa Marie P second, danger to the leaders in the trail. That's Monbay. Zachary Binks easing out 3 wide to go from all lit up, and then came Vulcan trying to follow Zachary Binks into the race, and King of Strathfield's a length away. Waterloo Sunset leads. Monbay is about to get clear. Zachary Binks to third, then came all lit up and Vulcan. Third quarter in 29.8. Waterloo Sunset leads by a length on Monbay. Favourites out of the trail and challenges strongly and zipped on by. Game over. Monbay racing clear of Waterloo Sunset. Vulcan all lit up, or King of Strathfield will run third, but Monbay easy by 4. Beat Waterloo Sunset, third King of Strathfield, 4th all lit up and 5th Vulcan, and then Lisa Marie P and Zachary Binks is the last one home and went for a gallop up the lane also. 1 Monbay, 140, 150. 5 Waterloo Sunset, 220, no third for number 7 King of Strathfield. Just played into Ricky's hands perfectly. Followed Waterloo Sunset. Didn't need to wait for the Terror to Love at Pineleaf Farm passing lane, Ricky, when Lisa Marie P dropped off. He was out of the trail challenging and has run home in 28 even. 1.9 for the last mile. And the further they went, the bigger the gap got. King of Strathfield was able to track through on the pegs and get into third place. But he's been very impressive. And Matt, that's why he started at the price of $1.40 and $1.50 for the place. And he won like the good thing he looked on paper.
What a beautiful horse to watch too, the way that this horse covers the ground. You watch him on the turn when Ricky May pulled him out. He came out of cartward within the space of a stride and stayed balanced the entire. As we see them on the turn here, Ricky May about to pull out into the gap. The horse comes out beautifully to the outside. Here it is, look at that. Monbay, and he keeps the head as straight as a die, trotting like a stag. Monbay, the son of Love You out of Deirdre Darling, raced by Greg and Nina Hope and MJ Molly. They do the training at Woodend Beach, and Ricky May, he didn't get urgent whatsoever, and he strides out to the line. He was a bridesmaid in the jewels behind Sunny Ruby in 154.7. He makes amends here tonight. A horse going places, wins 7 at start 17. Here's Mark.
Waterloo Sunset, and third, 6 King of Strathfield. Fourth has gone to 2, all lit up, from 7 Vulcan and 3 Lisa Marie P. 156, 273. The margin's 5 lengths, 3.5 lengths, a half a neck, a neck. Winner's time was 3:23.7, a mile rate of 2:06. The last 857.4, last 427.8.
Christmas function at Alexandra Park, 09630 9706, handicap trot over the 2200 metres. Here's a great place to have your Christmas function. Packages available now, dinner and lunch packages, beverage package options, Christmas theming, AV options, complimentary parking and much more. For further information, bookings and that information, 09630.
Number 10 and Darryl Robinson, a really good distance field assembled here.
It is, Liz. It's an outstanding field, very even. I think the inside outside both very good chances here, just going for the 8 ahead of your Bedlam Bridge off the inside. I think the action will come from the inside and outside draws, and Adam Bomb, big run in that heat for the silver collar, and it wasn't disgraced in the final either. And also returns here to Hatrick Raceway for start number 3 around this track, and she has a good chance in this as well. Will get out wide, but very strong, and if she can back up that performance from Sunday, she will be also a big chance right in this race. So I do like the 1, the 8 and the 6, and also putting in Who Dat Boy for Hayley Mullane. She will be very happy with the run there earlier on of Let's Go Letty, qualifying for that New Zealand Breeders' Stakes final, and looking to get the job done here with Who Dat Boy, who will be hitting the line very well, start number 50 today. And of course also lined up in the heat of the silver collar, finishing 5th, was hitting the line well enough, and then lined up over 5.27 on Sunday and getting home very well and behind Let's Go Letty. So Who Dat Boy a good chance, and will hit the line hard. Flying Twist, the unknown, coming into this, well, not too unknown, but having her first run here in the country. She's notched up $93,000, a 17 race winner, proven stayer. I'm not too sure if Angela Turnwald's given her a trial around Hatrick here, but we will know more about Flying Twist around Hatrick in a short while. Corborn Gracie, another one that she's been over this distance. She's also won. She could be the forgotten bitch in this race, Corborn Gracie. She will hit the line hard. Probably may get outclassed by 2 or 3, but some good money on offer for the 7 around that $17 mark. And Sarah Campbell also a winner here over the distance. Could show a bit of early speed and illicit twists. One would think the 645 would most certainly suit him. We'll line up here from box 2. A great field for the happy 60th birthday Leone distance. Feature over the 645. Good field. Bedlam Bridge is the favourite off the inside at $3.60 the tote and $3.50 final field. All up there now for the distance feature. Set to go, ready. and racing and jumping off the inside very well here is Bedlam Bridge along there with the Flying Twist, and also now looking to get into it. Through on the inside we have the Sarah Campbell just going ahead of them. Melissa Twist goes to second, back in about the fifth place now. We've got Who Dat Boy running on. In behind there we go to Corborn Gracie, just on the inside now. Sarah Campbell's got a shuffle, and out the back now is we've got there Corborn Miami. They charge down the back though, and in front Bedlam Bridge doing a good job. 3 or 4 in front now with Melissa Twist closing off. Just in behind here we go to Flying Twist, running into it now. Who Dat Boy with very big strides. They come behind. Who Dat Boy's going to swoop on them, coming with it. Flying Twist though through the centre. Flying Twist, Who Dat Boy, Flying Twist will beat Who Dat Boy. Great finish, and a great line up here for third as well. Corborn Gracie was arriving late. The inside Alyssa Twist not too far away. Adam Bomb also running on them. We had Bedlam Bridge gave it away. Corborn Miami never got into it, and Sarah Campbell. Gee, what a great finish. And the Aussie Flying Twist, first run in the country. Gee, Who Dat Boy was swooping on them, but Flying Twist really kicking up hard in the centre. I thought Who Dat Boy had it turning for home, but the Flying Twist up through the centre, and a great finish. But the 5 will get there from the 4. Big run Corborn Gracie in a photo, just waiting for that third to go up. That is very close, and still having a look at to the judge between the 7, the 2, the 2 and the 7. They've run 38.79, and it will be a 5-4 finish. 11.84, 26.10 the sectionals, and the run home is 12.69. 5-4 still awaiting for that third place. That is very close. But number 5 Flying Twist, first run in the country, win number 18. And we've learnt plenty more. Number 2 has just held third here on the inside, Alyssa Twist, and the 7 Corborn Gracie. So it will be a 5-4-2-7, just making sure that's not a dead heat for third, but the 2 has gone up on the board ahead of the 7 Flying Twists. For Angela Turnwell, and Kohoe gets the win here in the happy 60th birthday Leone. From the 4 Who Dat Boy, a big run, good night for Hayley Mullane, and the 2 Illicit Twist will just grab that third placing from the 7 Corborn Gracie. Great race set up well there too by Bedlam Bridge there, Liz. On to race number 11. We finish off the night with 2 very good Class 5 sprint fields in race 11. We'll have you back here prior to 29 after 9, Liz.
Thanks very much for that, Daryl. A race that really changed complexion there late. Great finish. And number 5 Flying Twist, first go here in New Zealand, has taken it out for Angela Turnwood. 4 Who Dat Boys hit the line strongly there for Hayley Mullane, and 2 Illicit Twist will just hold third there. 5-4-2-7 in race number 10 there at Hatrick. 6 minutes away now from race number 8 at Alexandra Park. It's the first leg of the TAB Treble. And Craig Thompson, as we come back to you, joint favourites in the 7 and the 9 here.
You race to analyse this, Liz. This is the C1 and faster trot over the 2,200 metres. Of course, you've got Dragon Laden here. She's an open class mare. She gets in as a claimer because I think she's in for $4,500 tonight. Winner of 10 races. Predominantly, most of them have been left-handed, though. She has won 1 race at Alexandra Park, but 9 of her 10 wins left-handed. She gets in here under the conditions, very well placed off the 10-metre handicap. On screen at the moment is Makariwa Jake. Blair Orange takes the drive. Let's get this result from Wanganui. Race number 10, Flying Twist, $542. Who Dat Boy, $170. Illicit Twist, $330. Cornella's 26.10, Trifecta's 467.90 in your first 4, 5-4-2-7, 1,594.20. Double 8 and 5, 57.80, concession 8 and 4, 19.80. Blair Orange, he drives 1 Makariwa Jake. This is what he said. Makariwa Jake, he's been in this grade for quite some time, but he's knocking on the door and he's always thereabouts.
Yeah, just by watching him, he always seems to be one of those horses that, trots away and he's got good manners and puts himself in the right spots. And as you say, he's generally running 3rd, 4th, 5th. So hopefully if he just brings what he's been doing lately, he's a first 4 chance.
Blair Orange with his thoughts about Makariwa Jake. Lovely big bloke by Sundon. Of course, Tony Barron, formerly trained in the ownership of this horse, now with the Michelle Wallace Bernie Hackett team. 2,200 metres will suit him tonight. just got to step away with him. He's the winner of 3 races from 38 starts. Drivers' Challenge, option 511, still open if you want to get involved in the Stonewall Stud Drivers' Challenge, option 511. Harness racing continues right through the weekend. Obviously, Gore tomorrow, before we Park Meter transferred to Gore. And, of course, Saturday night at Menangle. A lot of interest with the Kiwis there, or ex-Kiwis. Smolder goes round in race number 7. I think he's drawn outside of the second row, number 12. That race at 20 minutes past 10, a Group 3 race at Menangle on Saturday night over 2,300 metres. Smolder, look for him to go around tomorrow night. Make sure you stay tuned. Trackside, watch Smolder go round. I think in race 9, Our Golden Goddess, the Art Major filly, had 1 start, 1 win for Mark Purdon. She goes round in race number 9. And, of course, Our Waikiki Beach, the very good 2-year-old trained by the Purdon Rasmussen team, goes round in race number 10 at Menangle Saturday evening. Kiwi interest across the Tasman in the next 48 hours. My number's in race number 8 here tonight. I'm going for Djokovic on top here. Runner number 10, $7, bit of each way. Key to this bloke, 2,200 metres. 3 wins of his 4 has been at this distance. His last 2 starts have been over 2,700 metres, and he's not been too far away. Look at the horse he's been beaten by. Katie Hall, you going to kiss me or not? Not that far behind them, only a length and a half behind Katie Hall. Thought quite good last start. His manners seem to be pretty good. I think he's better when he's in front. I thought off the 10-metre mark tonight, if you begin quickly, wet track would suit him. So an each-way chance, no good thing, but he is backable at that quote of $7. Djokovic, the winner of 4. I'll put him on top to beat Hot Chocolate Tart, Nikki Chilcott. Just talking to her off camera, very happy with the mare by Continental Man, the winner of 5. Another one that's very consistent, 4th and 5th in its last 2 starts. Got to have it in your first 4s tonight. Stablemates, Tibjorn, definitely a chance. And Gintares, he galloped away last start. Of course, owned by Johnny Magnus. Trained by Richard Brosnan. Big lump of a horse by Great Success. And Dragon Lady, the claimer. They're your top 5 in race number 8 tonight. Very even betting race with a $4 favourite in Dragon Lady. Aaron White's numbers in race number 8 tonight. He's with 5, 7, 8, and 9. Aaron, Gintares, John Magnus, you'll be getting some specials there tomorrow if that wins.
You certainly will if he wins at 10 and 3. He got out to $9 with the book. They've lapped that up. He's back into $8 here. If he trots, he's a big chance. The Great Success gelding. Julia Brosnan, wife of Richard, also in the ownership here too. So it's all about him and his manners. He completely muffed the start from barrier 1 over the 2,700 metres last week. So, yep, it's all about him and his manners, but I'll give him a chance in this field at the double each way at 10 and 3. He's on top, 7 Hot Chocolate Tart, racing well for Nikki Chilcott. The 8 Tourbillon win last over 2,200 metres, a very nice win in a similar race 3 starts ago. Pete Ferguson and 9 Dragon Lady with her open class assessment and only 10 metres behind. She has to be in the mix, albeit this isn't really her favourite track. Her favourite tracks recently have been the left-handed tracks, but there is plenty of support on tonight, Craig, to suggest she can overcome that at $3.90 and $2. But yep, I'll stick with Gintares at the nice money here in the 8th on the program, 5, 7, 8 and 9.
Yeah, Johnny Magnus, he puts a lot into the game, and he's had a lot of success in the last couple of years with his horses. This one, trained by Richard Brosnan, Gintares, $10, $3.30. If it wins, Magnus Benra will be the place to go tomorrow. Look for the specials at their stores. Race number 8 tonight is the Have Your Christmas Function, Alexandra Park handicap trot. Gee, getting close to Christmas. I can't believe it. We're in the middle of June, but they're advertising now. Have Your Christmas at Alexandra Park. They do a wonderful job there. Christmas time with their dinners and Christmas functions. Great place to be, Alexandra Park. Race number 8, favourite now is Dragon Lady, 4:30, 2:10. Let's head upstairs for the 8th time tonight and join Aaron White.
Pearl. Thanks, Craig. Square Gators face up to starter Frankie Phelan. The barrier strands release, and they're off. Gintaris has come down trotting. First away, Springfield Legacy as Ventimiglia is blowing the start. Macaroa Jake gets under Carwado Spur to be second. Then Gintaris. Out wider as My Mum's a Star. Then Hot Chocolate Tart. Leaders Gallop going to the stables corner. Springfield Legacy. All other Square Gators negotiate a path under that. Tourbillon's got the back of Gintaris as they work around the first corner. They're followed by Djokovic. Ventimiglia is back in the field with Dragon Lady. And Chardon's Pearl. Up into the back they go. And away in the lead is Macaroa Jake's come around to lead for the postman. Leads by 3. From in second, Carwado Spur. Here's Djokovic and Luck Chin progressing forward up on the outside to give Gintaris 1-1 cover. Hot Chocolate Tart 3 back on the inside. Tourbillon still on the back of Gintaris. They're followed by My Mum's a Star, Ventimiglia, Dragon Lady, Chardon's Pearl, and Springfield Legacy 49 and 3 the lead time. 1400 to go as they sweep across the showgrounds turn, and Djokovic serving it up to Macaroa Jake and will take over. So Djokovic and Luck Chin leading Macaroa Jake. Gintaris now sitting parked. Stablemate Carwado Spur to its inside. Its other stablemate on his back, Tourbillon and Fergie. Back on the inside then to Hot Chocolate Tart and Nicky Chilcott. Ventimiglia the next, Lynn Neal. Chardon's Pearl against the markers for the Wizard Todd Mitchell. Dragon Lady being patiently handled by Salish Abernathy. 31 and 4 the opening quarter. Springfield Legacy and Jay Abernathy last to the winning chances as My Mum's a Star galloped on the showgrounds turn for Steve Cornwall and is out the back. So it's Djokovic leading over Macaroa Jake. Gintaris Park for Richard Brosnan. Then Carwado Spur, Scotty Phelan 3 back on the inside. 1-1 Tourbillon in a striking spot. A Hot Chocolate Tart on the inside of Ventimiglia. Chardon's Pearl, Dragon Lady well back with Springfield Legacy 33 the second quarter. Through the back goes Djokovic. A length and a quarter Macaroa Jake trots boldly on the leader's back. Galloping in the field now was Ventimiglia. Gintaris third and parked. Back on the inside, Carwado Spur. Tourbillon 1-1. Hot Chocolate Tart's got away from the markers. About to come forward. Out 3 for Nicky. Dragon Lady gets around it. They're followed by Chardon's Pearl and Springfield Legacy. 400 to go. 29 and 3 the quarter down the back. Djokovic, Gintaris. Tourbillon out of the 1-1. Dragon Lady comes up out 4 wide. Hot Chocolate Tarts just run into a pocket as they come to the corner. Djokovic galloped on the corner. Tourbillon, Dragon Lady, Hot Chocolate Tart, Gintaris, Macaroa Jake switches back to the passing lane and Chardon's Pearl. Leader is Tourbillon. Hot Chocolate Tart tries hard. Dragon Lady and Chardon's Pearl flying down the outside. Hot Chocolate Tart lunging at Tourbillon and in. Hot Chocolate Tart beats Tourbillon. Macaroa Jake third. Chardon's Pearl, Dragon Lady, then Gintaris. Djokovic blew it on the corner. They were followed Carwado Spur, Springfield Legacy, Ventimiglia, My Mum's a Star, 254, home in 30.8, and the last half in 60.1. Hot Chocolate Tart, Nicky Chilcott on the Continental Man Mare. Launched at Tourbillon in the last 20 metres and just gets its head in front. Gutsy run Tourbillon second. Macaroa Jake making good ground through on the inside. Chardon's Pearl out wide. They'll be third and fourth. In fact, Dragon Lady still in there for that fourth as well. Should be in a photo for fourth with Chardon's Pearl. But Hot Chocolate Tart secures her sixth victory tonight, Craig, at start 26. And they have your Christmas function at Alexandra Park, 09 630 9706 handicap trots.
Official placings, race 8. Have your Christmas function at Alex Park, handicap trot. 7, 8, 1, 9, 11, 5. 7, 8, 1, 9, 11, 5. Horse 7, Hot Chocolate Tart. trotted the 2200 metres from a stand in a handicap in a net time of 2:53.2. It's a mile rate of 26.8. Last 860.1, the 430.8. The margins are half head, a neck, 781, 9, 11, 5, race 8. They have your Christmas function at Alex Park, handicap trot.
Hot Chocolate Tart back at the head of the field. It's career win 6 at start 25 for owners G.D. Beckett, Mrs. D.R. Beckett and Mrs. L.A. Chilcott. Nikki Chilcott trained at Cambridge Raceway. And Nikki the Wales Harness Hotline sponsored the driver. Too good in the 8th on the program. G.D. Beckett, the breeder of the Continental Man, a 4-year-old brown mare at a French Connection. Roger Barnes was down there part of the victory celebrations for the Auckland Trotting Club, a steward of the club. 8 Tourbillon, Dream Vacation, Sun Lamp, 6-year-old Bay Gelding for second, B.Y. Lim the owner, Richard Brosnan trained at Ardmore, Peter Ferguson. 1 Macarewa Jake third, Sundon, Pride of Pomona, 5-year-old Bay Gelding for Mrs. N.J. Hackett, TR and R.A. Barron. Michelle Wallace-Bernie Hackett trained at Waiuku and Blair Orange. Totes, we'll see. Number 7, Hot Chocolate Tart, $4.82.10, $4.82.10. 8 Tourbillon, $2.10, $2.10. 1 Macarewa Jake, $2.70, $2.70. Quinella, $12.70, $12.70. Trifecta, $190, $190. First 4, $380.90, $380.90. 6 and 7 in the double, $14.80, $14.80. 6 and 8 concession, $7.60, $7.60.
On the 5th of May, Ricky May does the driving for Dean Taylor. I found 4 Levadia clearly on top to beat 12 Vice Star, a trial winner, 5 Christian Lady. I found a spot for number 8 Turbocharged, the Santana Blue Chip filly, and then of the others, Miss Judgeford might be a chance from barrier number 2. 4, 12, 5 and 8, a minute out from start time mark as we head upstairs to you for race number 9 on the program. It's been a decent night's racing so far. I think the highlight for mine would probably have to be Mon Bay.
Pretty good, wasn't he, when he left the trail, and he was chasing Waterloo Sunset and just left him flat-footed. And as you said, the night didn't start off all that well as far as the weather went, with the Breeders' Crown Heats running awful conditions, but it's improved since then. You're going to Ruakaka tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm thoroughly looking forward to that, catching a flight about 5:30 in the morning, so I'll be home straight into the pit.
Won't do you any harm. You know the slogan for racing at Ruakaka, just checking before you go up there?
Where the surf meets the turf.
Very good. And Donna Logan on the list to be interviewed tomorrow?
Quite possibly. I won't give anything away.
Good man. He'll go far at Ruakaka.
That's 2 from 2 tonight too.
What's that?
On the spot questions.
You are. I was impressed with Anu because I would never have got that. It was a nice horse. I don't think he ended up in Perth.
He was. I think he did, and he had another one called Oneiden Emerald, or it was an Oneiden horse anyway. Did a pretty good job for him.
Yeah, I think it was Oneiden Emerald too. Speedy little thing.
It was too.
Yep.
We're on the ball tonight.
Yeah, I'll say. Pity there's only 9 races. 12 if you count the 3 Breeders' Crown Heats, and a walkover makes it 13, but it doesn't really count.
I see you've gone the favourite to get beat here too.
Yeah, I just thought Regan's got a pretty nice team at the moment, Vice Star, and this one beat Seal the Deal at the trials. Levadia, I watched the workout Ashburton this morning. She was very good. Right stable too. Ken Barron flying, Katie Cox has moved Barnes and working for Ken now. She's steered a winner already tonight with Mr. XJ remaining unbeaten in 2. Stuck with the first starters, 12 to beat 4. Just went the value more than anything. The 8's in for 3rd, Turbocharged, and 11, Sifty Tuesday. She hasn't been too far from them, Sifty Tuesday. Behind Maddie Groves, Alison Stokey, and Expressive Victor. Shouldn't be too far from this field either. Whistle's gone last race. R&P Homes, Fillies and Mares Mobile. Thornbury Park Trotting Club at Gore tomorrow. Forecast for tonight at Gore is snow. And then rain tomorrow. Up they come. This race over the 1950 metres. Oh, Andrew Stewart's just weighed in here to the Henderson Hunter New Zealand Cup with Trusty Scott also. Probably did Anu and Oneida Emerald as well, I'd say. So there you go. The Henderson Hunter Trivia Night's about to come to a close. R&P Homes, Fillies and Mares Mobile Pace. Thanks, Andrew Doug. As Baywatch on debut heads to the back on the inside. Misjudged Fid Lavadia. Christian Lady, Shani Vale, Asmara Star, Turbocharged, and Lily Jones make up the front row. Set to go. Racing now. Speed from Baywatch, Lavadia and Asmara Star away well too. And settling about 4th on the outside of them, Christian Lady from Misjudged. Wide the grey, Lily Jones, and then Scotland Vicky. Next, Shani Vale from Sifty Tuesday. 2 to Turbocharged. Back running second last as Mondale Dash. And last of all, getting through on the inside is Vi Star. The leader is Asmara Star, galloping in the trail. Baywatch goes back through the field. And Lavadia's left second. 3 wide, Christian Lady to 3rd from Scotland Vicky. Then came Misjudged. Next, Shani Vale from Sifty Tuesday, 4 back the outside of My Star. Then came Lily Jones on the inside, Baywatch pacing again from Turbocharged. And last is Mondale Dash, 23.3 the lead time. And Asmara Star and Robbie Holmes out by a length and a quarter. Lavadia parked and 3 wide, Shani Vale. Leaders back, Scotland Vicky, and between horses, Christian Lady. Lily Jones is 3 wide and 1 back from By Star on the pegs. Turbocharged on the move from Misjudged. Baywatch 4 back the markers from Mondale Dash, and last of all Sifty Tuesday. 30.8 the first quarter, below the 1,000 they go. And it's Asmara Star by a length on Lavadia. Out there 3 wide, Shani Vale's posted the rest of the way. Scotland Vicky has the trail 4th from Christian Lady, running 5th between horses. Lily Jones 3 wide and 1 back from By Star. Misjudged. Baywatchers on the inside, and 3 wide, Turbocharged from Sifty Tuesday. Second last the middle, and a length away last of all is Mondale Dash. That's the order with 6.50 to go. Leader is still Asmara Star. Second split in 32.2, half 63. And it's Asmara Star by a length on the favourite Lavadia. Leaders back 3rd, Scotland Vicky. Waits on the terror to love it, Pineleaf Farm passing lane. 3 wide, Shani Vale from Christian Lady. By Star held up 3 back the inside. Next, Lily Jones peeling 4 wide from Misjudged. Turbocharged, Baywatch held up Sifty Tuesday and Mondale Dash. But Asmara Star has them all in big bother here. 3rd quarter 31.5 and it slipped away. Put 3 lengths on Lavadia. Then Shani Vale. Lily Jones runs on from Turbocharged and Sifty Tuesday from the back. Leader Asmara Star. Turbocharged. Sifty Tuesday through the middle. Christian Lady. Asmara Star stopping. Turbocharged grabbed it. Christian Lady. Sifty Tuesday into 3rd. Christian Lady won it. Christian Lady and nose Turbocharged. Sifty Tuesday ran 3rd. Then Misjudged by Star. Next in is Shani Vale from Asmara Star. Lily Jones. And next to go by Lavadia from Baywatch. And the last 2 in Mondale Dash and Scotland Vicky. 5 Christian Lady, Peter McClelland, $12 and $2.80. Home in 30.3 to 4.8 for the last mile. Will just beat Turbocharged. Sifty Tuesday outside the 3 of them. And she would have been a tragedy beaten if that run didn't come in the nick of time. She gets right up along the inside to score by about a nose. 2nd Turbocharged. 3rd Sifty Tuesday. 4th Asmara Star. Big finish. Enjoy Ruakaka. Matthew, good evening to you and everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Mark, and well-deserved victory too, because it had run some really nice races coming into this Christian Lady by Christian Cullen out of Sign on the dotted line, raced and trained and driven by Peter McClelland. You see the horse there lobbed in the 1-1 and behind the favourite Lavardi, a daring drive Robbie Holmes aboard as Mara Star. If the race was 200 metres shorter, he had them shot to pieces. Vice Star a bit unlucky in behind them, got out late and turbocharged to something a little bit similar around it. But Christian Lady back at the head of the field, win 1 at start 8. I remember this horse at one of its first starts. It put a right act on at Timaru, and it's come out and it's come a long way, this horse. It'll get there by a nose on turbocharged. Good call from Mark McNamara in the last. I'll catch you from Ruakaka tomorrow on my phone to bed. Here's Mark Gallagher.
And 9, Lily Jones. 5, 8, 11, 7, 2, 9. The margin's half ahead. 1 length, 1.5 lengths, half ahead. The winner's time is 2:28.2, a mile rate of 2:02.3. The last 861.4, last 430.1, and good night from the judges' box.
Number 5, Christian Lady, takes out the last in the program there at Addington. A big thanks to Matt Cross, Mark McNamara and the rest of the team there on track for the coverage today. We'll have that result all wrapped very shortly. We're not too far away now from the penultimate at the Wanganui Greyhounds. It's the Pala Mountain Scientific Nutrition C5 Sprint, where 8 Mickey T is the favourite for Adcock. 280, 145 fixed, 340, 130 on the total. He is having his first look at the track today, but comes into the race with very good southern form and also a really good record from box 8. Number 1, Parisian Magic for Steve Clark, looks a big chance here from the inside draw, paying 550 fixed at 570 and 260 on the tote. And number 5, Alpaca, usually a little bit slow away but ultra consistent, is at 550 with the bookies. Here's the result from the last stat, New Zealand Metro Harness, taken up by 5, Christian Lady, $12 and 230. Number 8, Turbo Charged, 160, and number 11, Sifty Tuesday, 420. Quinella pays $44.80. The trifecta, $1,940.70. First 4, 5, 8, 11 and 7 in the last race, hasn't been struck. The last first 4 today. Double 1 with 5, $13.60. The concession 1 with 8, $2. Treble 515, $324.70. The quaddy 9515, $1,569.60. Good play 6, that's paid $153.10. And pick 6, 41.4 units going into the last leg, and 1.2 winning units. Dividend of $20,833.30. So well done if you managed to find some of the pick 6 today. 2 minutes out now from race number 11 at the Greyhounds. Joel Robinson, what are your numbers here?
Going here, Liz, for my usual 2 for a Friday night here at Hatrick, and that's YOY and Alpaca. Both have been in a great form over the last few weeks. They've had a couple of good head-to-head battles as well, and YOY, she's got that speed to get across and get to the lead. Mind you, last Friday she found trouble and wasn't able to get across from box 7, but we know she's got that great pick up speed, and hopefully she can get across. Alpaca has been very consistent, and she's a wonderful performer in the open class, Alpaca, and once again another big chance. Just didn't really quite get the start too well there at the Manawatu Raceway on Monday. Was a bit slow out, but still hit the line well and got home for 3rd. So I do like the 7 over the 5. Parisian Magic's a very interesting runner coming into this. She's off the inside. She's had 2 box 1s for 2 wins. She lined up in that restricted age. She had 3 starts ago in the heat there for the futurity, and also picked up, or did actually find the lead in that race and was run down. But this is a sprint. Comes in for her first sprint here at Hatrick over the 3:05, and with that inside draw, outstanding box 1, box 2 stats, and looking to go a big race. Good money too with the book. You are getting $5.50 better than the $3.90 price at this stage. And also the 8 Mickey T out there in box 8. Good to see Mickey T here at Hatrick. He's having his first run on the track. Bit of bad luck there for Ray Adcock with the Willis, not able to take his spot in tonight's Breeder Stakes heats. But Mickey T, I think, out there with Bruce Dan, and looking very enthusiastic. Box 8 record outstanding, has not missed a check from that outside draw. And Mickey T, a very good chance in this if he can find his way around the Hatrick. A very good dog and brings up some outstanding South Island form. Other chances, Homebush Olive here for John McInerney, brought up the 500 today and Homebush Olive, also a very good Hatrick Raceway performer. Probably will find this a bit tough, but she has got that box speed when she can get it right. Homebush Olive, and will need to jump today. And also Blue and Curly recently coming up to Class 5, and Senorita Tina was a winner here from the same draw 2 starts ago from Box 2, and Corborn Butsy also a winner here at Hatrick. All locked away, Pala Mountain Scientific Nutrition for the Class 5s. The first of 2 Class 5 sprints to wrap up the night. Bunny on its way for this. Ready. And racing, flying off the centre here is Alpaca along with YOY, and there goes Senorita Tina charging the inside the rail, opening up for Parisian Magic around the outside. Corborn Butsy getting back in the field to YOY, got a shuffle with Blue and Curly also back there. Going back is Mickey T, they go for home. Senorita Tina Alpaca, Senorita Tina Alpaca. Then we go here too on crossing, I think maybe Corborn Butsy in a photo there with Homebush Olive. Then we go back to Blue and Curly, and then on crossing here to Mickey T, Parisian Magic. And YOY, after jumping well, found a bit of trouble and was at the back of the field. Senorita Tina, one here from box 2 starts ago at the end of May, and out jumps the one and gets a run up on the inside of Alpaca, who came across from that centre draw. And the 2 will hold out Alpaca. And very close here for that to 3rd placing, and the 4's gone up, so it will be a 2.5.46 finish. The time is 17.83, and straight to the front here Alpaca, but driving up on the inside was Senorita Tina with the Parisian Magic missing the start, and Marcy Flip gets a win here with the 2.5 length by 2 by neck. And that time again 17.83, 2.54 and 6. That run up time 6.94, and the run home 10.89. First of 2 Class 5 sprints, and a good race too, and it will go to the 2 Senorita Tina for Marcy Flip, and also Joe Flip start 28 and picks up win number 9. Win number 4 now around Wanganui. Race 12, also a good Class 5 sprint here, Liz. I think the 2 Lisa Ahern runners winning is easy, and Sweeters Bro look very good in this. And also but Shin Zigzag off the inside. Race number 12, the Dog Zone for the Class 5 sprinters. Our last on the programme, 9.59.
Thanks so much for that, Darryl. We'll be back with you again before the last number 2, Senorita Tina, 2 good there in race 11. For Marcy Flip is beaten home the ultra-consistent Alpaca, and number 4, Corborn Butsy. Number 2, Senorita Tina closed off at 6.30, 170. Number 5, Alpaca, 184, Corborn Butsy, 250. 2.5, Quinella, 11.80, Trifecta, 2.54, 241.90, and the first 4, 2.546, $3,118.30. So that was a race number 11 there at the Greyhounds. Up next, we're back at Alexandra Park for race number 9, and not too far away from a start here. We have had a few scratchings, so down to just the 6 horses. Number 4, Art Pleaser, is the favourite, 190, 115 fixed, and 170, 110 the total. A fairly even market, the rest of them here. Craig Thompson, as we come back to you, a bit of a shame about the scratchings, but 4, Art Pleaser looks a big chance here in the 9th.
Yeah, it does, Liz. The Blakemores have got 2 in the race. They've got Art Pleaser and Clarice. We'll talk to Michael Blakemore very shortly about those 2 chances. But first of all, we'll catch up with Zach Butcher and his thoughts with Play Away. You drive Play Away. Good winner 2 starts ago. And again, last week was running on out wide.
Yeah, actually went really well last start for Dad. Sort of got stuck in a bit of traffic the last sort of 400 and had to go pretty wide and picked them up not too bad and won the start before. So smaller field tonight, hoping for a little bit of luck in the run, but she's on top of her game at the moment, so she should be right there.
Yeah, I thought she was a really good chance, Play Away. She's one of those mares you've got to drive cold in one run, and Zach does suit her. Just pops her in behind, and when they go hard and she can get one go at them, she'll always round off a race like she did 2 starts ago when she beat Elisa Vita after drawing the perfect sit at barrier 1, trailed it to the passing lane and got up the fence. That form's been franked. Elisa Vita win another good race last night, so Play Away, yep, $6. I think she's a great each-way chance in race number 9. Art Pleaser, Clarice, trained by Danny Blakemore. His son Michael drives Clarice. Earlier in the night I caught up with Michael. Thanks for your time, Michael. 2 runners in tonight. Talk about Art Pleaser first and then Clarius. Art Pleaser, you drove him in the junior drivers race at Cambridge last night, and at the top of the lane he looked all but home, but just the last 100 metres, just come the end of it?
Yeah, he did. He sort of skipped clear on them, and he sort of knocked off early in a way, like he thought he had the job done, and sort of went for the blinds, and he couldn't wake him up in time, but yeah. Yeah, I was happy with him.
He's drawn barrier number 2 tonight, I think, with the scratchings. He's got gate speed, likely to go forward. He's a rolling type.
Yeah, he's got high gate speed. I expect Fergie to press the go button off the gate and lead up and hopefully stay there.
Talk about Clarius, a horse that you guys have had for a while now and doing a really good job. Great run here for second 2 starts ago, and last start, was he on a quick backup?
Yeah, the 4-day backup probably wasn't, probably cost him finishing closer in the end, but yeah, I was happy enough with him. They went 41, so yeah.
Now, obviously you had the choice of the 2 and you've opted for Clarius. Is that the way the punters should lean?
Well, yeah, I own half of Clarius myself, so I've got to drive him, but I do think he's an each-way chance.
Okay, good luck with the 2 tonight, Clarius and Art Pleaser, and I'm sure you'll drive them well.
Thank you.
Michael Blakemore in the junior drivers ranks, and he takes the drive on the son of Mikado at around about $5.20 and $2.50, the horse on screen at the moment. Good second to Darcy 2 starts ago, and Darcy's franked that form, so yeah, he wouldn't be without a chance. Again, another one, save for 1 run. That's how he's got to be driven. He gets home strongly. For me, I put 4 Art Pleaser on top because I think he's likely to lead early, and from there he's then got options to either stay in front Peter Ferguson or hand to the right one. So Art Pleaser on top to beat stablemate Clarius. Play away, I think. What is he at the moment? Around about $5, or she's at around about $5. Still backable each way. And of the rest, Bride and Delight. He's been round many times, this bloke. Start 111 tonight for the son of Better's Delight. He's at 8 wins and some 29 placings. Been a really good old horse. Trained now by Jeremy Young. Of course, the Newberries always had a nice horse about them, and must be a lovely horse to have around the stable, Bride and Delight, because seems to be always thereabouts and been right through the grass track circuits, and he's been up and down the grades a few times. That's why he's got 8 wins, but he's still going good races in the Class 3 at the moment. He gets in well under the conditions of this race because it is a Class 1 to a Class 3 mobile pace, and Bride and Delight a Class 3 runner. Aaron White's numbers, he's 4, 8, 6 and 5. 4, 8, 6 and 5. Aaron, just over a minute and a half to race number 9 tonight. The Blakemores. Danny, he's got a couple in the race, Art Pleaser and Clarius. He's driving well in the amateur drivers races, old Danny, and his son Michael's looking to pick one up tonight.
Yeah, Danny winning the amateur drivers last night at Cambridge with Flanwire Tyson. I think you get the Quinella here. Art Pleaser, as we heard there from Michael, just knocked off the job there at Cambridge last time. Looked like he had the race well and truly sewn up. But as he swung for home, as we heard from Michael, he just thought the job was done. The Major and Art Gelding, he's raced well here in the past. Also, Art Pleaser third and behind Darcy when last on this track. Peter Ferguson, he's had a good handle on this horse in the past, and he's got good gate speed. He'll be handy throughout. $2.30, $1.30 the money. Clarius, he was very good when runner-up to Darcy in that same race that Art Pleaser came from last on the turn. Clarius sat outside Darcy that night and fought on quite nicely, I thought. Michael Blakemore to do the driving. He's been to Cambridge since. It was in an amateur drivers race where Danny drove. That was, in fact, just a few days later. It was our Friday to Sunday program here, Alexandra Park down to Cambridge. So Clarius did back up there. 6 Bride and Delight, much better drawn tonight. The aggressive Brent Mangos aboard. He certainly can get this, and he's at 5 and 250. And 5 Hadrian gutsy run in defeat last Friday night. 4, 8, 6 and 5, just a half a dozen runners here, Craig, but quite an intriguing contest, and good luck to Danny Blakemore too. I think he'll get the Quinella.
Thanks, Aaron. On the back of this race, in approximately around about 7 minutes' time, we'll have a review of the 3 feature races here at Alexandra Park tonight. Races 4, 6 and 7. We'll probably bring in the last 400 to 600 metres of those events, and we'll have a look at what's eventuated here tonight at Alexandra Park. There's been good racing, good times. Southerners again, been to the 4, having a good night. was Blair Orange, going to 92 wins for the season tonight. This win on 1 Over the Moon earlier in the night. Through from the racing desk, thanks to Sal for passing on all the information. Money's coming for play away here. A couple of significant bets here. $1,000 at $6.50. Again, another $1,000 and a $600 bet on runner number 10. That is the late mail for race number 9 at Alexandra Park. Runner number 10, play away, back late. Zach Butcher combines with Peter Scaife. Will start to the second row in this very small field. It'll be a tactical event. Look for the gate speed from runners 4 and 5. That's Art Pleaser and Hadrian. Let's head upstairs and join out.
Thanks, Craig. The Illabar Arm bringing the IRT Grass Track Graduate Field to their dispatch point in the lane, 2,200 metres. And to run the favourite, Art Pleaser out of barrier 2. Peter Ferguson for Danny Blakemore. He's got a major hand in the race with Clarius drawn the outside. Green light, they're off. Bryden Delight first off the gate, so he'll go and get the early lead for Mango. You Bet holds up to secure the early trail. Art Pleaser third and Park back on the inside, play away. Hadrian to the early 1-1 as they work on to the stables corner. And Clarius and Michael Blakemore the last, 1900 to go in the IRT Grass Track Graduate pace. And it is Bryden Delight. The better's Delight gelding. Brent Mangos doing the driving. And he'll sight them into the back the first occasion by a length and a half. You Bet secures the lovely run in the trail for Todd McFarlane. Art Pleaser continues to move forward on the outside here for Fergie. Clarius has galloped out the back, the stablemate. In fact, he's got a broken... did he have a broken hopple? No, he didn't. It looked like he did have a broken hopple or a carrier strap, but when he's evened up, it looks A-OK. So he's galloped out of contention anyway, Clarius. Play away, 3 back on the inside. Hadrian in the 1-1. And now there's 25 to 30 lengths away to Clarius. You might have a gear issue there, in fact, as they sweep across the showgrounds turn. 43 and 4 was that lead time as they're about to work off the showgrounds turn and work down the lane, and it's Bryden Delight. He's getting a comfortable lead here. Up on the outside, Art Pleaser, not pressuring and parked. You Bet secures that nice run in the trail. Hadrian's got a nice trip too. 1-1 for Salish Abernathy. 31.5 the opening quarter. And to the inside, play away, and Zach Butcher. And Clarius, he's still some 20 lengths away. So a circuit left to go. Bryden Delight to take them into the final circuit. And leads by a length over Art Pleaser on the outside. And in the trail is You Bet. Hadrian still in the 1-1. And play away is tucked away, 3 back on the inside with 800 metres left to go. And with just a gentle tempo set out in front, Clarius, he's only a half a dozen lengths off the back of play away. 33 that second quarter. Bryden Delight about to stoke it up as Mango. From Art Pleaser, here's play away, getting into the race now for Zach Butcher. The sprint goes on. You Bet and Hadrian, and now they outsprint Clarius, 500 to go. Showgrounds turn final time. Bryden Delight with play away. Oh, the favourite's done. Art Pleaser in the middle. Out wide, Hadrian's got around him. You Bet back on the inside. 27-7 the quarter down the back. Bryden Delight, play away, will now wait the passing lane. Then Hadrian, 3 lengths, You Bet, and Art Pleaser homeward bound. Bryden Delight, a length and a half. Play away, cuts to the passing lane, and Hadrian, Bryden Delight, Mango at the 100 metres, getting the best out of him. Play away, looks to launch on the passing lane. Bryden Delight, can he get back into the winner's circle? You bet he can. Start 1-1-1 tonight. No emergency. He's a winner. Bryden Delight, too good. Second over, play away. Hadrian third. They were followed Art Pleaser, You Bet, and Clarius. After that gallop into the back straight first time, no chance. He was last, 244 and 4. 28.6 was the final quarter. Brent Mangos. Mango at his brilliant best again. He gets 2 on the program tonight, does Brent. And took the early lead. He's got away with a very soft middle half of 34.5. It's just been a sprint home. And good to see him back in the winner's circle, especially here at Alexandra Park. Bryden Delight for Brian Newbury. Jeremy Young, the trainer there, trying hard, was play away. Hadrian in for third here in the IRT Grass Track Graduate Mobile Pace at start. 111. He's a winner. Bryden Delight.
Official placings, race 9, the IRT Grass Track Graduate Mobile Pace. 6:10.5.418. 6:10.5.418. Horse 6, Bride and Delight, paced the 2200 metres in 2:44.43. Mile rate of 2 minutes, 0.2. Last 856.3, the 428.6. The margins 1 length, 4 3/4 lengths, 6.5 lengths. 6:10.5.418, race 9, IRT Grass Track Graduate.
Great to see him back in the winner's circle here at Alexandra Park under the ribbon of light. His name, Bride and Delight. It's start 111 tonight. It's win 9. Brian Newbury, the owner and breeder. Jeremy Young, the trainer at Pukekohe, and Brent Mangos Mango back at the head of the field. He gets his second victory here tonight, does Brent Mangos, aboard the 7-year-old son of Better's Delight. 10 play away for second. Paul Barry, incidentally, down there, part of the victory celebration, steward of the Auckland Trotting Club. Play away, Badlands Hanover, a Bronze Lass, 5-year-old bay mare for second, raced by GK Fife, PJ Scaife and GR Cayford. Peter Scaife trained at Foxton, and Zach Butcher in 5. Hadrian third, Julius Caesar, Brown Beauty, Brown 6-year-old gelding, raced by Ms. C.M. Wigg. Adrian Matthews trained at Pookie, and Salish Abernathy. 6 Bride and Delight, $6.80, $3.20, $6.80, $3.20, 10 play away, $1.70, $1.70. 5 Hadrian, no third. Quinella, $15.50, $15.50. Trifecta, $175.90, $175.90. And the first 4, $354.50, $354.50.
The passing lane comes Son of Lindeni for Mark Jones, but this bloke, of course, a Jules winner, won over the moon, and very good last week when running a placing. Pulled away to win by 2.5 lengths. Didn't get overly quick, about 2.6, but they run home in 58.2. The last quarter, a tick over 28 for the son of Majestic Sun. Cha-ching took out our feature pace today, and it was an outstanding performance too. 3.23 from a stand. Plenty of moves in this race. Got taken on a couple of times. He worked to the front, headed off Darcy at about the 1600 metre mark, Park, and it was left to Kippenberger running on out wide and Vice Consul, but cha-ching for Lincoln Farms and David Butcher, the son of Mac 3, after his run at the Jewels at Ashburton when running a very good fifth. Performs well at Alexandra Park tonight over the 2,700 metres. So those are our three features tonight. Good racing, good times. As I say, the Southerners have had a big part to play here at the park tonight. Going to take a break again. Be back for our last tonight at Alexandra Park, which features Beady Love, a hot favourite the last, taking on a trotter that's got a lot of ability in Scary McLaren. Looking forward to that, and that'll happen at around about 9 minutes past 10.
Yes, wake up and recognise the bonus scheme that is providing extra incentives to your Thoroughbreds earnings. With cash bonuses of $10,000, $30,000 and $50,000 added to your Thoroughbreds winnings, the TBS bonus scheme is essential to your Thoroughbred investment. By targeting TBS races, points earned with each race can lead to fantastic extra bonuses, including the chance to win an overseas holiday every 2 months, the chance each year for owners to win a brand new vehicle. Take racehorse Connor John. While winning only one race, but by targeting TBS bonus races, Connor John won his owner a brand new Kia Sportage. Incentives that are a bonus in anyone's books. Be in to win with the Thoroughbred bonus scheme.
We've got some time before the last at the Whanganui Greyhounds. Earlier on this evening we saw two heats of the Group 1 New Zealand Breeders' Stakes. The first of these heats was taken up by Spud Missile from box 4.
Track here, but Spud Missile's going to go straight to the front. Here comes Massily got underneath it, going out of the straight, then tracking through his Premier Division, trying to get around the outside. O'Para, Jackie O'Para, Rosie up on the inside. Just in behind that we go to Platonic Petro, and out the back, Let's Go Letty. They charge down the back. Spud Missile holds the lead. A couple now on that Massily coming into the race now is Premier Division. Break back in the field now to O'Para, Jackie O'Para, Rosie's too far back, they go for home. Spud Missile nicely clear though. Spud Missile will get this from Premier Division. Then we go to Smash Allegro. Let's Go Letty's got into 4th place there ahead.
That was a great performance there by Spud Missile. Showed that good box speed for Steve Clark, and in the end has been too good. Here's the second of the heats. This was taken up by Kilturn from box 3.
Now trying to come around the outside is Allegro Max. Kilturn gets to second of him. Allegro Max, one's down, and Nicky Noir's gone down. Now getting back in the field, we've got Homebush Diesel and Botany Ritchie. They charge down the back, and in front Kissing Gwyneth, but here comes Kilturn out after it. 4 or 5 back. Here we go to Allegro Max. Break back in the field to O'Para Diesel, also Botany Ritchie about 3 or 4 lengths behind. Nicky Noir took a fall. They go for home, still in front Kissing Gwyneth. Kilturn's going to have to try hard, and over the top he comes. Kilturn will get up to beat Kissing Gwyneth. Then we go here to Allegro Max.
Had to really work for it there. The favourite Kilturn won its heat in 30.37, and the first of the heats was taken out in a time of 30.44. Kilturn recently back from injury, and great to see him back in winning form. Of course, back in January before he was injured, took out the Group 2 Waikato Classic, and interestingly enough, back in January, second in that Group 2 race was Spud Missile. So you're sort of talking about a length separating the two winners in terms of times. Kissing Gwyneth set them out in front in box 1, and obviously box 2 will play a big part in the final then next Friday, and hopefully those odds will be re-released in the next few days. I think that Kilturn might have been paying around $2.25 there on futures win, but it will be interesting in terms of seeing what Greyhound will be leading that race there next Friday, because you've got the likes of Spud Missile, which has good box speed. Kilturn, if it's drawn close to the rail, capable of leading throughout, and Kissing Gwyneth took quite a big effort for Kilturn to run Kissing Gwyneth down today. First time that she'd had an inside draw in quite some time. Right now we're not too far away from the last on the program. At the Whanganui Greyhounds, it is the Dog's Own C5 Sprint. Favourite here is number 4, Sweet As Bro for Lisa Rahern, 381.65 fixed, 471.50 the tote. Is down half a kg today. Sweet As Bro second last start, and behind a pretty good greyhound in Bump. I'd probably like to see you jumping a wee bit better. Third 2 starts back in behind Alpaca, and not much luck when 6th. 3 starts ago and behind Alpaca. If you're looking for some value here, a dog to get out on, I didn't mind the 5, which is Scott No Mates, because on occasion she can jump very well. She's been lining up against some good greyhounds lately. Third last start and behind Call Me Ralph. If she pings away, then the draw won't be of a concern. It's at 12.80 and 2.80 fixed. I thought maybe a good each way prospect, 6.90 and 1.90 on the tote. Number 3, Winning is Easy, certainly can't be dismissed, was the runner-up last start and behind Call Me Ralph on the 5th of June. The greyhound that we're going to take a look at here is Sweet As Bro, finishing second last start, drew box 2 in the black and white rug.
And flying out the inside here is Homebush Olive along there with Naraho also pushing up, and here comes Thump charging around the outside, hits the front now from Sweet As Bro, Homebush Olive. Just in behind that we go to Il Jetta, not too far away, Corborn Midget also getting back in the field. Naraho and pops some tags, they go for home, and away goes Bump. Bump gets the win there from Sweet As Bro. Then we go to Homebush Olive, Il Jetta, then on crossing to Corborn.
That was a good performance there by Sweet As Bro, just got held up a wee bit. As you could see, she's not necessarily the quickest of beginners. I guess that's what concerns me slightly. If Scott No Mates just jumped today, also drawn to her inside is Winning is Easy, which can show good early pace. So Sweet As Bro, if she's a little bit slow away, that worries me a wee bit. From box 4, paying $3.80 on the options. Some of Rugs is option 932, under 12.5, paying $2.45, 13 and 14 paying $3.35, and over 14.5 is paying $2.30. Another one you might like to consider here is the 6, which is Allegro Chaser for Lisa Rahoon, $6 fixed, $11 and $3.30 on the tote. I was impressed with her win last start on the 29th of May. That was when she was on the downgrade and drew box 2. And it was impressive. She led them throughout on that occasion, pinged away, back up to open class company today, but winning form is good form. 6 Allegro Chaser, and certainly proven in these high grades here at Hatrick in the past, $6 with the bookies. 3.5 minutes out here from the last on the program. Daryl Robinson, how did you see this race panning out?
Yes, a great field here, Liz, to finish off the night. I have gone for the 2 Lisa Ahern runners here. Well, she's got 4 in the race, but I have gone for the 3 Winning is Easy. Both Winning is Easy and Sweet As Bro have been in great form without winning a race over the last 2 or 3 starts, and both get their chance here today. Winning is Easy, a 12 race winner. Sweet As Bro at 10 races. Sweet As Bro $15,000 in the bank, and Winning is Easy at around 17,000. Have both come through the grades together and turning out to be very competitive in the open class. I've gone for the 3 to beat the 4. Off the inside, Shin Zig Zag, of course, was a winner in class 3 and 4 company here last week, but gets box 1. And as you can see, the box 1 record, very good for Shin Zig Zag. Hasn't done anything wrong in the red rug. 6 starts for 2 wins and 4 placings. And that's very good value. Currently, the rank outsider at 9.80 and 2.20, under double figures on the tote. And with the book here at $10, and you probably couldn't do a great deal worse here than maybe put some place money on Shin Zig Zag. Even though it's coming up in grade, it will be suited to that inside draw. And also the 8 Caesar Chance was a nice winner on Monday at the Manawatu Raceway here for Angela Turnwald for the Jackson Rendell Bradbury combination, and looking to still pick up its first win here at Hatrick Raceway, and looking to do so. Box 8 has 1 in the pink rug. So for me, 3, 4, 1 and 8, but it doesn't stop there. Corborn Midget off the inside draw here of 2 was also a class 4-5 winner towards the end of last month. A couple of box 3s in a row into box number 2. Just the 1 start from box 2 for a win, and another one that hasn't missed a check yet from the inside, 2 traps, and she's paying good money here too. Corborn Midget, $7, $8 and $2.60, and she picked up that win in class 4 and 5 company 2 starts ago, so that is good value. Scott No Mates here for Nathan Newdy. Started off with a hiss and a roar, winning the first 2 races here, Nathan, and looking to go out with a bit of success here with the Scott No Mates. Has got that box speed when she can put her mind to it, and she ran a good race here last week. Call Me Ralph, of course, finishing over the top in that race and getting the win. Winning is Easy was in that same race, and in that race Scott No Mates picking up 3rd, and another one that's capable of getting away from that squeeze draw. Allegro Chaser, of course, downgraded to class 4, straight back up again to class 5. Did actually go a good race here, 2 starts back in class 5 company. Did find the lead and was run down in a very strong field, but always capable. Allegro Chaser. And the good thing is when you do get 2 class 5 fields, even though it is tough going, you do get away from some other very good class 5 sprinters that we did see line up in race number 11. The likes of Senorita Tina, who won the race, Alpaca. And a chance here too for a couple, including Allegro Chaser. Serena Rose, she's on the verge of a downgrade, but she wasn't too far away from them 2 starts ago. And Serena Rose here for Lisa Ahern. What's she paying tonight? $10, good money as well. And $9.60. And Caesar Chance, just taking a look at the market there, $7.50, still looking for his first win here at Hatrick Raceway. Locking away for the last, the dog zone for the Class 5 sprinters. Favourite is Sweet As Bro. Off the 4, coming off 2 very good placings. And looking for another win tonight. The bunny rolls for the last to wrap up a good night's racing here at Hatrick. Ready. And racing out wide, jumping rule here is Serena Rose, but there goes Winning Is Easy to match it. I'm trying to get around the outside. Caesar Chance goes to third. All the trouble there. Scott No Mates going back, getting past that Shin Zigzag. Then we go to Allegro Chaser. Sweet As Bro getting back. Corborn Midget along there with Scott No Mates. They go for home, and Caesar Chance, first winner. Hatrick gets there from Serena Rose. Then we go here to Shin Zigzag. Winning Is Easy. Then on crossing here to Sweet As Bro. They got away on the rest of the field, headed up by Corborn Midget. Allegro Chaser was back, and also back towards the tail. We would have had there Scott No Mates. You got knocked down across the top and will end up at the back of the field. Well, there goes the running of the last. And Caesar Chance out wide, came across from that wide draw, got into third place and just swooped on them. And he's picked up his first win here at Hatrick, straight to the front, and it comes away to grab the win. Serena Rose will get the second ahead of the 1 Shin Zigzag. Will pick up some place money, and the 3 Winning Is Easy, 8, 7, 1 and 3. We'll take a look at the time, 17.61, so a good clip in the last, 17.61, 6.96, and the run home 10.65, 8, 7, 1 and 3. We'll grab some margin, 3/4, and by 3 3/4 should I say, by 3/4 by 1. And number 8 Caesar Chance, well done to the Jackson Rendell Bradbury team. Bit of a milestone, picking up his first win here at Hatrick over the 7 Serena Rose, and Shin Zigzag will grab that third placing to wrap up a good night's racing here. Well done to the qualifiers there in the Breeders' Stakes. Will line up here next Friday. Here is Liz, will be here too, I think, here next Friday. Liz, thanks for your company throughout the night on behalf of the team here at Hatrick Raceway. Safe weekend. Hope it all goes well, and we'll catch you next time. Darryl Robinson saying a very good evening to you all.
Thanks very much for that, Darryl. A big thanks to you and the rest of the team there on track, and you're looking forward to being back on track there for the big Group 1 final next Friday. Wrapping the racing from the Greyhounds, 8 Caesar Chance took out the last, 6.62.10, number 7 Serena Rose, 3.20 and 1, Shin Zigzag, $3.50. Quinella pays $53, the trifecta $326.40, and the first 4, 8, 7, 1, 3, $2,508.10 partially struck. Double 2 with 8, 45.10, the concession 2 with 7, 22.10. Treble 5, 2, 8, $731.20. The quaddie 8, 5, 2 and 8, $3,222.50, and place 6, good return, $191.80. Still got one more domestic race to come this evening here on TAB Trackside 1, and that's the last coming out of Alexandra Park today. A small field here to finish off the day's racing, just the 6 horses lining up, and Craig Thompson looking forward to this battle here between the 3 Scary McCleary and 4 Beady Love.
Yeah, Liz, it's an interesting contest because there's no doubting the ability of Scary McCleary. We saw that 2 starts ago when he won at Cambridge. Didn't beat the calibre of this field, but went 245 and bolted in there. And then last week, in the score-up, it was a mobile. Probably lost, I reckon, a considerable 40 metres at the start. It was a mile off them when they let them go. He ended up running 4th, and they went 243. So the ability's there, but you got to do it right on race night. If he did happen to do it right, it would make a very interesting contest, because the horse that won that race, Beady Love, was sensational. 3-year-old by Love You. Never looked like getting beaten, and really, if he can replicate that form tonight, in a similar lineup, he should be taking out race number 10. Blair Orange takes the drive for the Ken Barron trained runner. This is what he had to say. Blair stable runner BD Love, I thought outstanding last week. Not many trotters can trot 2:43, and it was the manner that he did it. Must have pleased you what you saw.
Yeah, he's a big overgrown sort of a horse, and the Jules Day didn't really suit in the way the race was run, but it was a very good effort last week to sit parked and just sort of grind them into the ground and run one running away from them, and he's sort of taken no harm from that run. He seems good through the week, so there's mobile tonight, which is going to help a couple of his main opposition, Scary McCleary being one and Barry Purdon's runner also, but just on last week's run gives you a little bit of confidence for tonight.
Best drives of the night, would BD Love or One Over the Moon?
Yeah, one of the two. You'd probably swing One Over the Moon just on, what he's done in the past, and everyone knows, the class of him, so, I'd probably just favour him a touch over BD Love. 91
wins for the season. You're getting pretty close to that 100. I think you might get a couple more tonight. All the best.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks very much.
Yeah, well, he had one more already tonight, so he's on 92 with One Over the Moon. He gets a chance to get another one in the last with BD Love by Love You. This one, 10 starts, 4 wins, really good strike rate, paraded very well. Certainly looks the one to beat in the last. The main danger will come from 3 Scary McCleary, former converted pacer, now trotting. Won multiple races as a pacer, headed to Australia, and they tried him trotting over there. Came back to New Zealand as a maiden trotter. Showed a lot of ability at the trials, but was missing away on race night, and eventually got to a mobile where he managed to win at Cambridge 3 weeks ago, and then last week we saw what happened. Scary McCleary, heart in the mouth stuff, but no doubting the ability. Josh Dickey takes the drive. Stable already had a winner tonight in the first. Outside them, the horse on screen at the moment, 2 Alana Hall. What you get with her is usually good manners. Zach Butcher takes the drive for Barry Purdon by Angus Hall. This one for Brecon Farms. And she's always a chance. Just hearing through that number 4, BD Love, thrown a shoe, so they'll look to recover that shoe and hopefully we'll do a bit of farrier work there. I think Kevin Crampton on track tonight will replace that shoe and we'll be underway for the last tonight. Talk to Zach Butcher now while we've got a minute and get his thoughts on Alana Hall. Zach, Alana Hall, she's a lovely filly and she's racing really well, but gee, I think it gets a couple of nice ones in Betty Love and Scary McCleary. Got the draw though, and she'll be competitive here.
Yeah, definitely. 1700 will probably aid her a little bit better. She just died on the run a wee bit last week, and she does everything right. She's a lovely filly, and probably is going to be hard to beat those two. But if Scary McCleary does something wrong and things go away, she's not without a win chance.
Here's Zach Butcher with his thoughts on Alana Hall for the Barry Purdon barn. Been a good night here. Few up in the top of the park, and what has been a pretty awful night overhead with the rain that we've had. Reasonable crowd on track tonight on the top floor at the Park Tasman Room. A few having a bite to eat in the Grand Park restaurant as well. We've got that head-to-head here on option 530, Alana Hall versus Mob Star. I marked them 4 to beat 3 and 2. 4 to beat 3 and 2. Mob Star best of the rest. Steve Cornwall takes the drive. Steve's got 2 in the race. He's got Star Filly as well. Runner number 5. Aaron, what does it come to you? A minute out from the last tonight. How'd those Blues go, mate? When I looked at that score earlier in the night, I thought they've gone about as good as they've gone for the previous 6 games.
Oh, okay, you did well to look in on them. They've been playing shocking this year, haven't they? They'll bounce back, though, Craig. As Warriors supporters, we like to support our Blues rugby team as well. So, yeah, they'll bounce back. There's always next season. And I'm sure they'll do a great job next season. 4, 3, 2 and 6 for me. This could develop into a great contest if Scary McCleary scores up here, Craig, because BD Love, as you mentioned, most impressive last Friday night. Scary McCleary was pretty good chasing. He was 3 wide for the last lap after doing plenty of ground, botching the score up. His win at Cambridge was pretty slick over the 2200 metres 2 starts ago. Never really out of second gear down there, Scary McCleary. He's got all the talent, and it could be a good 2-horse tussle here in the last. 2, the filly, Alana Hall. She continues to race well. She's got that nice inside draw, Zach Butcher. And 6, Mob Star. good to see him get it all right last Friday night when chasing BD Love. 4, 3, 2 and 6 for me to wrap up the program. Of course, we're back here next Friday night, and then we get into our midwinter Christmas Friday nights here, Craig, June 26, July 3, 10 and 17. Certainly well worth coming and enjoying the festivities here at Alexandra Park with your clients, colleagues, friends and family, and indulge in the tantalising food. 0963 11165 alexpark.co.nz for further information there. And as we've seen from tonight and last Friday night, the racing action on the track is just going to heat up through this winter carnival here at Alexandra Park. We're going to get some really good intermediate grade racing here, and well worth getting on track and enjoying that.
Yeah, absolutely, Aaron. Of course, I think Franklin race next Friday night, and then they're on to the Auckland meetings, as you mentioned. And of course, with the Southerners campaigning in the north at the moment, these stables, satellite stables being set up here with Mark Jones up here and Ken Barron, Robert Dunn and a few others, it's certainly adding a lot of interest to Alexandra Park. Without the Southerners here at the moment, the numbers would be a little bit light, but it's good to have them here. It's making for competitive racing. And we've seen them tonight take out with One Over the Moon and Brackenridge, a couple of our feature events. Looking forward to the Warriors going around tomorrow night, Aaron. Of course, they take on the Roosters at Mount Smart on the back of a pretty average performance in Perth against the Roosters, against the Rabbitohs, but looking forward to them tomorrow night. They get their chance, of course, Origin time, so the Roosters without a few of their players. The Warriors will miss a couple, but it'll be a great game tomorrow night at Mount Smart. Let's hope they go a little bit better than the Blues went tonight. They had a pretty tough night at the office. Next year for them, I suggest. Still ferry work going on with runner number 4, BD Love, round at the start here. We'll give you the wall pays. In fact, we'll have a look at that Warriors head-to-head here. Good on you, fellas. Right on the ball there in the graphics department. Option 671, Warriors, $1.55. Sydney Roosters, $2.35. I think if the Sydney Roosters had all their players, that might be reversed in the option. 3.5 head start for the Warriors, for the Roosters. At $1.95, the Warriors minus 3.5 at $1.80. That's on option 672. And the 13 and over option here, $3.10. Warriors 12 and under, $2.85. The draw at 80 minutes, $21 if you like the draw. Sydney 12 and under, $3.60. Sydney 13 and over. Warriors here at halftime, full-time at $2.15. We'll have a quick look here at the wall pace for the quaddie. Well, we've got 30 seconds as those options come up here for tomorrow night's game. Mount Smart kicking off around about 8 o'clock, I believe, tomorrow night. Quaddie, Cha-Ching, Cha-Ching, Hot Chocolate Tart, Bride and Delight with Terraskova just over 6,000 with Alana Hall 1,600. Scary McCleary 629. BD Love 331. 7,700 with Star Philly and 3,700 with Mob Star. Those your wall pays for tonight's last quaddie. That farrier work has been completed on runner number 4, BD Love. We're back here tomorrow for the trials at Alexandra Park. I think they've got 9 heats here tomorrow. The first kicking off at around about 10 o'clock and the last at midday. 9 heats here tomorrow at Alexandra Park. If you're in the Auckland region, get along to Alexandra Park. Grab a bite to eat in the cafe there. Do a great job here at the park, providing breakfast and lunch, and maybe after the trials, stay on and have a couple of bets here at the TAB at Alexandra Park. And behind the mobile for the last time here, Mob Star having an early gallop. Let's hope he gets back into his gate. Scary McClear at this stage is doing things right. Let's head upstairs and join Aaron White for the last.
Just a half a dozen runners here, but this is going to be a good contest, especially if the horse drawn barrier 3 stays in his gate, and he looks like he's going to do it at this stage. Scary McCleary, BD Love, the favourites, drawn to his outside. Let's get them going in the Dawson Harford and Partners. Green light is up. Alana Hall, the filly, shows very good early gate speed to take up the running from Terraskova on the inside. Then Scary McCleary and BD Love. Mob Star and Star Filly, the stablemates back at the end. Alana Hall can't get across Terraskova, who's kicking up on the inside for luck. BD Love caught 3 wide down to the first corner. Then Scary McCleary, Mob Star and Star Filly. The run off the gate in 6.3 in the Dawson Harford and Partners Mobile Trot as they work off the showgrounds bend and into the lane. Terrace Cove leads. Beady Love and the postman Blair Orange up to Parked, and the trail Alana Hall. 1-1 Scary McCleary. Josh Dickey looking to book in the program tonight. 30.8 the opening quarter. Star Philly second last, the inside Andrew Vent, and Mob Star Steve Cornwall's got the back of Scary McCleary. A circuit left to go in the last on the program. Terrace Cove onto the stables corner. Just wanted to run up the track there. BD Love on the outside of it. Alana Hall retains the trail for Zach Butcher. 1-1 Scary McCleary's right on the back of the favourite. And the stablemate Star Philly the inside, and Mob Star the last pair. 32.9 the second quarter. Setting it up for a sprint home. Terrace Cove through the back. Leads by a length. BD Love's under a nice rain. Second and Parked. Alana Hall trailing. Scary McCleary travels nicely in the 1-1. Back on the inside, Star Philly and Mob Star. 500 to go. Into the back straight coming up. Terrace Cove with BD Love. About to be stoked up in the park position. Alana Hall, Scary McCleary. Just losing the back of BD Love down to the 400 metre mark, but he's still chasing hard. Then Mob Star and Star Philly. Third quarter, 29.4. BD Love, the big son of Love You, goes to the lead over Terrace Cove, Alana Hall, Scary McCleary, and Mob Star. Alana Hall puts in a gallop on the corner. BD Love strides clear by 2. Terrace Cove. Scary McCleary starts to really wind up. Mob Star, Star Philly down the outside. BD Love, Scary McCleary is coming strongly, but the postman, he's got it wrapped up and he delivers again. BD Love second, Scary McCleary. Terrace Cove third. They were followed Star Philly, Mob Star and Alana Hall, and it will be a New Zealand record for a 3-year-old gelding. 208.9 for the 1700 metres home, and 58.8 and 29.3. Well, he's had to do it sitting parked again, BD Love. Oh, he's a nice big strapping type, isn't he? Only 3. And still learning what the game's all about. The Love You gelding, but he holds off the late challenge of Scary McCleary, who just got a wee bit unbalanced around that final quarter. Once he balanced up in the home straight, he's run home strongly. Terrace Cove, Star Philly there for a third and fourth.
Official placings, race 10, the Dawson Hartford and Partners Mobile Trot. 4-3-1-5-6-2. 4-3-1-5-6-2. Horse 4, BD Love, trotted the 1700 metres from a mobile start and a New Zealand record time of 209.01. It's a mile rate of 22.1. Last 858.8, the 429.3. The margins, 1 1/4 lengths, 7 lengths, a neck. 4-3-1-5-6-2, race 10, Dawson, Hartford and Partners, Mobile Trot.
BD Love to come back at the head of the field. Love You Twitch at 3-year-old bay gelding remains unbeaten under the ribbon of light at Alexandra Park. Raised by Mrs. L.A. Patterson and Mrs. L.M. Barron. Congratulations to you. Ken Barron trained at West Melton, and the postman picks up a couple on the program tonight. Blair Orange to come back at the head of the field. Auckland Trotting Club, Stuart Paul Lowther will be down there part of the victory celebrations for the 5th victory tonight of BD Love at start 11. B.W. Smith, the breeder of the Love You 3-year-old bay gelding out of Twitchett. 3, Scary McCleary for second. El Sue Ballymena Black 7-year-old gelding for the Dolomite Syndicate and J.I. Dickey. John and Joshua Dickey trained at Clevedon. Joshua Dickey and 1 Terrace Cove for third. The 4-year-old bay Monarchy Mare out of Basu Cova. Raced by R.J. Erickson, A.C. Paisley, K.A. Irwin, C.J. Cross and Dr. L.S. Chinluck Chin, the trainer-driver out of Tamaheri. Totes in the last, number 4, BD Love, $1.40 into $1.10, $1.40 and $1.10. 3, Scary McCleary at $1.40, $1.40, no third for 1, Terrace Cova. Quinella $1.60, $1.60, the trifecta $12.40, $12.40. And the first four, $59.20, $59.20. Final double, 6 and 4, $7.50, $7.50. 6 and 3 concession, $8.60, $8.60. The final treble, 7, 6 and 4, $64.90, $64.90. And the late quaddie tonight on the numbers 6, 7, 6 and 4, $331.80, $331.80. Play 6 tonight returns $52 even, $52 for the Play 6 competition tonight. Well, we trust you've enjoyed your night of harness racing tonight with the Auckland Trotting Club. We do it all again next Friday night. It'll be the turn of the Franklin Park team. We're back here in 2 weeks with the Auckland Trotting Club's first midwinter Christmas meeting. Don't forget to book in there. For clients, colleagues, friends and family, you'll indulge in the tantalising food and beverages whilst enjoying the company of your guests and the electric atmosphere right here under the ribbon of light at Alexandra Park. For hospitality packages, contact the club 09 63 111 65. Further information, alexpark.co.nz. Until we see you next Friday night, Aaron White bidding you all a very good evening.